Hey everyone! Thanks for checking out this very first episode of our brand new Pathfinder 2e Homebrew Campaign, A Light in the Darkness. If you enjoy this session, we would really appreciate you taking the time to like, subscribe, and comment below your favorite moment from the session. For full introductions to our players and their characters, as well as other exciting content, be sure to follow us on Instagram at lamplight.legends. Thank you again everyone so much for taking the time to check us out, and we hope you enjoy.
A heaviness rests over Lumira, one laid there centuries ago. Legends tell of a land once vibrant, lush, and green. A land favored above all others by Avena, the goddess of nature. Trees sprouted easily from gentle rolling hills. Springs of crystal clear water bubbled cheerfully from the ground. Creatures of all forms roamed in peace. And at the center of it all stood the cascading Morningspire Mountains, majestic and grand, the centerpiece of a work of breathtaking art. Lumira was a place where all enjoyed life's simple pleasures, and warmth and kindness abounded. A place where the spark of creation was most plainly made manifest, where all felt at home in the arms of nature's embrace. But these legends, be they fact or fiction, hold little meaning to Lumira now. Centuries later, Lumira is war-torn, darkened, and frozen, seeming all but abandoned by her gods. Thick blankets of snow cover the land, masking almost entirely the now dying woodlands and ramshackle homes. Thick storm clouds block entirely the light of Axiom's 4 moons, leaving the land clothed in eternal night. With neither light nor warmth to nourish them, the forests that have managed to cling to life in this harsh, frozen wasteland are gnarled and sickly, and so too are the creatures that stalk them. The very land seems to revile against itself as blizzards and snowstorms ravage the countryside. The wilds, as they are called, are a death sentence for all who enter. Only within the Morningspire Mountains is there any refuge to be found. And here it is, within this relative safety, that the Kingdom of Solheim has found place. It is a small nation, made up of little more than a quaint capital city and a few fragile townships dotting the mountain range. From their place amidst the peaks, they are protected from the worst of the threats found in the wilds, making life a touch more bearable. But even as Solheim is protected from some dangers, it is ravaged by others. Rocky soil and frozen ground prevents the planting of any crops, meaning all food must be sent by wagon train from the capital. And the small outlying towns rely on these shipments, and in return, the capital asks for whatever goods the towns are able to supply. Among these goods are people's own children, who are conscripted into King Tolden's army upon reaching adulthood. Desperation has set in, and the people of Solheim do what it takes to survive. Unfortunately, too often that comes at the expense of others. Stealing, lying, cheating, and killing have all become commonplace, and one rule guides many within Lumira: trust no one. Like a candle at the end of its wick, the flame that once warmed Lumira seems all but snuffed out. Hope is all but spent, and legends are all but forgotten. But even as the flickering flame of the smallest candle still sheds light, something in Lumira beckons those brave enough to fan its flame and fight back the darkness. That was a little heavy, but hopefully that gives a little bit of an introduction to you guys. By far, the smallest of the towns that call themselves a part of the Kingdom of Solheim is Teth. Located on the northwestern edge of the Morningspire Mountains, it is clear to see that Teth is a village in decline. Run-down huts built from timber and plaster line a single main road. Many of the smaller side streets are vacant, and most of the buildings lay in disrepair. Entire sections of the town are desecrated or destroyed, if not by the storms or previous raids, then by residents scavenging whatever materials they can from the wreckage. The surviving buildings house no more than a few hundred, most of whom work in Teth's singular gem mine. The citizens of Teth are thin, though they dress in thick clothing made from animal skins to keep out the cold. The town's population is made up mostly of humans, though elves, Venara, and even a few gnomes are present. Hatred for the peoples of the wilds is something Teth cannot afford. Any willing to help are welcomed into the fold. We begin on a quiet, quaint inn, the Last Chance Inn, as it has been named. Here we meet our first player. Rowan, can you describe for me what it looks like as you wake and what you look like?
Gladly. So, this is nothing new to me. I've woken in this room many a time. There's a small chest by my bedside that I kind of haphazardly put dirty clothing over, if anything else. A chair in the corner and a quaint bed by a window side that is often kept shut, but a crack of light pierced through. I normally it's nothing different than any other day. Rowan himself, myself, I have blonde hair. It goes back to about my ears. It's a little overgrown, if anything. I'm not too tall. I am merely a young adult at the age of 18. And I am a human, so I look like anyone here sitting at the table.
Human, raised by humans.
Great.
Raised by humans, yes.
As you wake this morning, you have been on edge for the past few days. Very recently, you were given a job by your adopted father, Ito.
Yes.
And it didn't go as you had planned.
No, it did not.
It was not successful, and in the time since that has happened, you and Ito have been... Well, he hasn't been talking to you. Seems to avoid your gaze, and as he moves about the tavern to complete work on a day-to-day basis, he seems to be avoiding you. However, today, as you rise and prepare yourself, and you move down the stairs into the small tavern area with a few tables set about, and most of them pushed up against the wall for lack of use, you see that his demeanor today is very different. He seems much more excited to see you. And as the shorter man, standing about 5.5 feet tall, with his slick black hair pulled back in a ponytail, sees you, his eyes brighten. Oh, my good boy, come here. I need to talk to you.
All right.
Come. Why do you seem so downtrodden? Come here.
I approach.
I have just received the most fantastic news.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't want to spoil it for you.
Okay.
Suffice it to say, you will find out in due time.
Okay.
But let us say that your little failure of a few days previous is remembered no more. I've forgotten it almost entirely.
Oh, well, that's good to hear.
But I will tell you this. What I have learned, if it is true, well, the Last Chance Inn stands to benefit greatly.
Okay. That's good.
Good. It's great. Anyway, the reason I need you is I need you to go down to Dotukai's smithy and pick up some bearings for the cart.
Yes, sir.
We haven't needed use for it in a while, but I think in the coming days, let's just say it might get more wear.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Can you do that for me?
I will. I promise.
Can I trust you with that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Good. Don't come back until you have them. And right, these are for you. And he's going to pull out a bag and drop it in your hands. 5 good gold pieces.
Okay.
That should cover the cost.
Okay.
Remember, not back until you have them.
All right. Yes, sir. I'm going to run back upstairs and grab my cloak and head out the door.
Cool. Immediately as you step out into the dark, frosty air, you are overtaken by that chill that you just never seem to be able to entirely get used to. But the trip over to Dodokai Smithy is fairly quick. You know the way. You've traveled it well. As you arrive, you see 2, not 1, but 2 of these ape-formed humanoids that you know to be Venara, standing there at the forge. Daco, can you give us a little bit of an introduction to your character?
Daco is about 5'5". He's kind of a broad, a Venaran apeling. He has black hair and is kind of wearing a like monk style robing of earthy colors, and he's a brown fur around his face, and he's probably just slaving away.
Yeah, well, today, depending on what Daco thinks, might be a good day, because today Dodokai has asked you to work the bellows. So you're a little bit closer to the forge than you've been previously.
Sweet. I'm warm in a cold place.
Yes, much closer to the fire. As he hammers away at a piece of metal, you hear him kind of blathering on about the nonsense that he likes to talk about, stories from his past. He hammers again and says,
Boomers.
You know, when I was younger, we didn't forge for scraps of metal from nails and bolts in houses. We could go mine entire pieces of the mountain, and we could get it out, and there was some of the finest metals. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I bet. Definitely more interesting than this.
I tell you, ever since we've lost most of our population, that mine doesn't produce anything of value anymore. I say,
ting, ting, and he continues to pound on the nails.
Daco's just like, okay, boomer.
Yeah, you're right.
But you would probably see him first because Dodokai has his back to the outside. But you see as a figure with light sandy blonde hair, or is it light? Is it sandy? Is it?
It's light blonde hair.
Okay,
yeah.
so like a platinum blonde hair approaches your forge.
Hoi, Daco.
Hey.
I have need for bearings.
Okay. What size? What?
For the wagon wheel. I wasn't given
Oh, okay.
instruction. I just need wagon
How many?
bearings.
How many need? One for each wheel, or?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Enough for 5.
who are you talking? Oh, I see.
Yes, we got a customer, Dodokai. We need.
You're here
Aye,
for your
Dodokai.
father's order.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, he placed it a few weeks ago.
Okay.
I've got him over here. I was wondering when he was actually going to pick these up.
Yeah.
Placed it.
It's been a little bit busy the last couple of days.
Well, he ordered them quite a while ago.
I apologize profusely.
That's all right. How is he planning on paying?
And you see his eyebrows raise.
I pulled the bag from my pouch. Or
Gold.
from my
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Of course, he's paying in gold. I don't have very much use for gold right now.
I
He can
apologize.
pay me in food like he did last time if he wants to.
I'll ask him.
Would you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would appreciate that. How much my gold can buy, but it's fine, it's fine. Hand it here.
And he pours them out and inspects them each really closely.
Yeah, they're real.
You know how Ito is. He probably wants the pouch back. If that's all right with you. You know how he gets.
Yes.
And he kind of flicks it at you.
That man. Well, can you go fetch them? They're down in the cellar.
All right.
I left them there after he didn't come after the first few weeks.
Sorry again.
It's fine.
I head to the cellar.
Okay.
I'm slowly
Is-
gonna start scooting
Do I
towards
just?
the
It's.
fire.
I assume I take like a lamp or something.
Yeah, there would be a lamp that's hanging from one of the posts that you can pick up and take downstairs with you. Yeah, the level of light does not change going from the outdoors, indoors, into the cellar. It's just as dark outside as it is in. In fact, you can see more now with the light actually hitting the walls of the cellar. But they're just laying there on a shelf. And as you scoop them up, you see that they're laid besides a few of his other little projects that he's worked on in his time.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I pick them up and I head back.
Okay.
Did you find them okay?
Yeah, right where you left everything else.
Good. Hand them to our guest here.
Here you go.
Thanks, Daku.
Daco.
Sorry, forgot.
If it's easier, you can just call me D.
No, it's okay. I'll remember next time.
I prefer D.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, D.
And you see as he looks, Dotuka kind of looks over at your cloak.
That clasp looks a little loose. I can fix that for you.
I don't have any way to pay you, unfortunately. I don't.
Well, I know your family has quite a bit of food.
It's quite all right. This was my father's.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. I'll come to you if it needs fixing, though. Thank you.
Promise?
Promise.
Promise.
You're the only blacksmith that I would ever go to.
Competition is...
Is it because I'm the only
Insane.
blacksmith in town?
Well, yes, but...
It's okay. You can say yes.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I say. Get a good corner on the market.
And then as he kind of hobbles back over to his forge, you see a young boy run up. You recognize this boy. He's nicknamed Squeak by a lot of the people in town. And he runs up. You can see that he's wearing a nice gray over tunic, but it does very little to cover the very disheveled, messy look that he has beneath these clothes on his clothes. On the front of this tunic is a big circular red symbol. It's a large circle, and embossed on it is a picture of a rock, the massive bird, which you know to be the symbol of Solheim. As he runs up, he says,
Guys? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Enforcer Polavis says that there's a town meeting coming up, and he wants everyone to be there.
Like now, or...
Yeah, well, I guess as soon, I mean, not now, but like as soon as you could get there.
Okay. Did you see Ito in the crowd?
I'm headed there next.
Okay. Yeah. I'll head there with you so I can drop something off for him, and then we'll go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everyone's welcome. Everyone.
he just specifically looks at you as he says that.
Thanks, Squeak.
Yep. Let's go.
And he starts to run back towards your home.
We are. There's no like Disney repercussion with this voice here. Like we don't have to worry about Disney breathing down our necks after that.
We did until now.
We
are
are
a voice that I'm doing a Disney voice.
Just a little Mickey Mouse-ish.
Oh no, that would be
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's fair.
Oh, let's go. Ha. Oh boy, Ito.
no.
What happened?
As you two head back into town, we will cut to a different scene. Marin, you have been readjusting to your time here in Teth, having just recently finished your military service and come home. Can you describe your character for us, and then give us a little bit of your morning routine? What have you been doing up until about mid-morning, which it is now?
Okay, yeah. So Marin is a young elf. She is tall and slender. She's 25 years old, so that's pretty young for an elf. But yeah, she has served for 5 years in Solheim's military. She has long auburn hair, and her skin has a goldish tint to it. So her morning routine, she would start as soon as she wakes up. She would kneel beside her bed and offer a prayer of gratitude to Evena. I think she would pray in Elvish. She thinks that's more sacred. And then she would go down into the shop and the greenhouse and go around and make sure that all of the plants are looking in order, all of the magical lights are lit, everything looks the way it's supposed to. Check up on her parents, make sure that everything is going the way it should in the shop.
Cool. Yeah, you, as we stated before, you kind of have come home and found not disarray, but definitely a level of disorganization in your time absent. So there would be plenty for you to keep up on. However, this morning, as you head into the main area where you normally find your mother and father clipping at plants or cataloging things, they are not present. And instead, you find a small note pinned to the front counter. The note reads, "We went to tend to Lorik, one of the miners from the accident. When you awake, can you please go fetch Augustus and bring him with you? He said he had something that could help." And then there is a little heart, and it says mother and father.
Do I know where I would find Augustus?
Ooh, that is a great question.
I have not actually met him yet.
Yes. What do you think? Do you think that you've been here long enough to know that?
Augustus is coming, so. To be fair.
Maybe I will assume, okay, the town's small enough, I got to run into him at some point, so.
Just start wandering?
Just head out the door and see if I can find him.
Perfect. Okay. Well, let's ask Augustus, what have you been up to? Let's give us a little bit of a rundown of your character and then tell us what you've been up to.
So Augustus he is a gnome who is about 14 years old, so he's about like 3 foot tall, like little guy.
In every sense of the word.
Yeah, absolutely. He looks like this. So
you just pointed at Marin's character art.
You just referenced to all of me.
No, but yeah, he's just a little gnome guy. He just has nice brown hair, just very very brunette, mostly pale, and yeah, he's just as happy as can be. He just tries to help people as much as he can. So
where do we find Augustus on this morning?
So Augustus probably would have been already at work. So he has a couple things that he's trying to do. He wants to both refine his this new elixir that he's been cooking up, trying to put together to help people and heal people faster. But he's also trying to figure out a new elixir that he's able to apply to objects to make them glow, so that way he's able to produce more light in a more efficient way.
Okay. So he's just working on both of those things then. Yeah,
he's probably just working on both those things, and at some point in his experiments, he just realizes, oh, I need these ingredients.
Okay.
And so
are you planning to head to the apothecary then to pick those up?
Well, of course. Where else would he go?
The Marigold Apothecary, of course. The local handout shop.
The place where he gets all of his free stuff.
It's a bread line. As you head out, you would see that it's not any busier than normal. You see the few people that kind of shuffle around town as they're making deliveries or doing their work.
Excuse me, as he's shuffling through the snow, just...
Yeah, you see the elderly fellow who kind of is missing an eye and has like a bandage wrapped around it, kind of hobbles, and you bump the side that he can't see out of. He's
Sorry.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Just watch where you're going.
I'm trying.
Okay.
I can barely see.
You're kind of crawling through the snow. Yeah, I guess with how deeply the snow is piled up, it would make sense that you're kind of struggling with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you kind of get around, because you live in you live on one of these broken down neighborhoods, the less kept side of town. So as you kind of get onto the main street, just as you step onto that road that's lit with these torches, providing the only light in town, you see a figure step out of the apothecary. You see that she has these long braids going down her back.
Marin,
Hi.
hold on, I'm coming. Hi, Marin.
Are you all right?
From down the street. Are you all right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm okay, sir.
Okay.
Hi, Marin.
Hi.
Is Ivy? Is your mom here?
No, they're actually out. You must be Augustus.
Yes, I'm Augustus. Hi.
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Oh, I'm Augustus, by the way.
Yeah. My parents are out.
Okay.
But they said to bring you with.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
We're gonna go and help them tend to one of the miners.
I'm going. Oh, okay. All right. Sweet. Let me.
Was there anything you needed in the shop?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go grab
The
that real
shop.
fast.
Sorry, what did you need?
So he just needs probably more imbued water is probably the biggest thing that he needs.
Okay. So stepping in, if you guys go inside, you would probably find that there is no imbued water.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Sorry.
However, there is someone here that could help you with that.
Who's here that can help me with that?
Oh, that would be.
Yeah, I could do that.
Talking
yeah. my mom
to
taught
the
me.
omniscient being.
Who can help me with that?
Wait,
Oh, you.
You can imbue water?
Yeah, I could do that.
That's so cool. Can you teach me how to do it?
Maybe? I don't know.
'Cause I've been trying to do it, but I can't figure it out. I've been trying to get. I've tried a couple different ways to do it, and I've tried different potions and elixirs and whatnot, and I haven't really been able to get it down yet. And I've really been working hard on it, but I think I can get it down sometime.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to teach it, but I could show you what I do. I mean.
That'd be a good place to start. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So are you familiar with the process of imbuing water then?
No.
Okay. So this is going to be
Eliza,
fun.
no. Marin, probably.
Okay. Honestly, well, I'll ask you. So the imbued water is very simply, it is the base for a lot of elixirs and potions. So to imbue water is simply to infuse magic into it. So some of the magic of the aura potentis. If you think that's something that Marin would understand, she definitely could do that, yeah. If not, it's also something that Augustus could very simply explain.
If you're having trouble deciding, you can look at your intelligence and wisdom and decide if that feels in character.
I think Marin would know, at least from
Yeah.
her natural magic ability and from.
Yeah, it's
being
very
around her
simple to
parents,
the
yeah.
idea of like how you bless holy water. It
Yeah.
would be a very similar process for imbuing it for magic use.
Okay.
So, yeah. What would that look like then as she does that?
So if she's gonna imbue this water with magic, I think for her she would like pour out the water maybe in like a dish.
Okay.
And then like hold the dish and cup it, and then like whisper an incantation in Elvish, and maybe there's like a glow of her magic that kind of goes through it, so the water looks all glowy, and
Kinda
then it
shimmers.
goes back. Yeah.
Very cool. What's Augustus doing? He got like a pen and paper out.
Oh yeah, he's definitely running that. Ivy usually just puts her finger in it and swirls, but that's so cool.
Cool.
Yeah. And then I'll pour it into a container and give it to
Awesome.
Augustus.
Okay, this should be all we need. What do they need from me?
Well, here's what the note said.
Okay.
So just to read it again, it says, "We went to tend to Lorik, one of the miners from the accident. When you awake, can you please go fetch Augustus and bring him with you? He said he had something that could help."
They must mean my elixir of life.
As you read that note, the faint scratch is still visible on your face, kind of
The scars.
Yeah. Well, it's only been a few days, I think. So at this
Oh,
point,
just scabs.
yeah, they're just scabbed over. Yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely gonna be like, it must be my expertise, which I would understand.
Okay. Do you have everything you need?
I need some more leaves. I don't know if they have any more leaves of the what's it called?
Why do they not have any more leaves?
What were the leaves?
Aldwar leaves?
Aldwar leaves.
All the
Yep.
leaves, yeah.
I
Why would
probably
they not
need
have those?
some more Aldwar leaves, which they don't seem to have much of.
You can see that the first new batch has begun to sprout.
Yeah.
But aided by now Marin's magic as well as Ivy's, they've definitely
Mhm.
begun to sprout.
Okay. I need some of these.
All right.
So he just kind of like takes.
Clips them off.
Okay.
Yeah. Just. Okay. Let's go.
I like the idea that he just kind of shoves back. I need these. Thank you.
Excuse me.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
like
Scissors.
take the pot and like put it in a different location. Like, okay, no more.
As he's clipping.
But hold on, I need that one.
Maybe put it on a higher shelf.
Okay. All right. Oh. All right.
That's uncalled for.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Yeah, and the two of you head out onto that dark street lit by a seldom few torches. Lorik's house you would be familiar with, probably having accompanied them before. But as you enter in, you see laid out is Lorik, and his chest is heavily bandaged, and you can see that the bandages seem to be partially before his chest, but also are covering a wound on his right shoulder. Because you can see at the base of this shoulder, his arm has been removed. And he seems to be laid out, and his face is in great anguish. Attending to him are Taryn and Ivy. You can see that Ivy has his hand held in hers, and she's speaking soft words to him as Taryn administers what looks to be maybe a soup to him. Yeah, but as you enter in, they both look up, and Taryn, his eyes light up and says, you got our note.
Yes, of course.
Good. Augustus.
Hi, I'm
Good,
here.
Yes, come here.
Okay.
We need
perfect.
did you bring what was asked?
I got all the ingredients for it. I just need to concoct it and put it together.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
If I can do it right now.
Of course.
Okay.
What would you like me to do?
Yes. And he kind of looks around. Could we step aside for a moment?
Uh-huh.
All right. And he will
You're
kind of
fired.
lead you. He'll lead you. Could you leave? Actually, you're stressing him out.
Get the freak away from here.
No, he leads you out to of the door back into the cold, and says, "Lorik was in an accident a few days ago. A portion of the mine collapsed, and he was crushed by debris. Very unfortunate. Lorik will not be able to work in the mines anymore. Because of that, he's very agitated, and his family is worried that if he does not calm down, well, as Ivy has pointed out, he very well may make his condition worse. I don't know if you learned anything in your time in the army, or if there's anything you could do religious-wise to help him, but we know that your connection to Savannah is a little more potent."
Okay.
Even a prayer or simple words.
Yeah. I mean, I could. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Yeah, I'll offer a prayer for him, and then maybe I could assure him that we're working on finding ways to take care of the people here.
Yes, I think that would be wonderful.
Okay.
Especially after the calling you received.
Uh-huh.
I think that would be wonderful.
All right.
After you.
Okay.
Okay. As you both step back in,
He's-
what are you doing, Augustus?
You see, Augustus is like kind of looking at the guy saying like, I think I might have a potion that might be able to help you, and actually increase your condition in a better way. And
He's kind of just leaning over him. Ivy is holding Lorik's
Yeah.
other hand, and you can see that her expression is just very perplexed, like,
Mhm.
oh. Oh, Marin's back.
oh, okay, good.
Yeah, what would you like to do?
I'll go to Lorik, and Lorik, I would like to offer a prayer for you and for your family.
Ain't nothing no God's doing for me. They already proved they hate me.
The gods don't hate us. We might have a severed connection with them right now, but I think they are still able to be contacted.
Well, I think you're supposed to say something like that. What with your calling and whatnot?
The gods don't hate you. The mind does.
The spirit of the mind.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to try, right?
Well, I don't even pray to Avena. I pray to Samina.
That's okay.
Really?
I think.
Probably.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
Should I roll a crafting check for the...
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Let's see. What was your diplomacy check?
That is a 22.
Oh, yeah, that will definitely do it. What was yours?
19.
Cool. All right, both of those were successful. For those listening at home, we're playing Pathfinder 2E. We're not playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. So if you're hearing numbers like 22 and 19 at level 1 and thinking, what? That's why. Pathfinder deals with much bigger numbers. So, but yeah, both of those are successful. You see as his face kind of softens and he says, all right, if you think she'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything. I'll be the one offering the prayer.
Shall I close my eyes?
Yeah, I think it's working, that's respectful.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys,
Okay.
I think I got it to work, by the way. Just, okay.
Thanks.
So
Is he here for this too?
Oh, sorry.
Did you close your eyes? We're supposed to close
Okay,
your
I'll
eyes.
close
Yeah.
my eyes. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
So she's gonna clasp her hands together and start offering her prayer in Elvish at first. And
Yeah,
and then
Justice and Laura can open their eyes.
then she'll like translate back to common and yeah. Just,
I know those ones.
yeah.
I think I'm understanding.
And it's just like
This is a blessing.
God?
and it's just like we're so grateful for how much you've provided to us to this point on and for the protection and the lives that we have, and bless Lorik and his family that they will be healed and have comfort, and that we will have the blessings of nature.
Cool. Roll me a religion check.
Ooh. $26.
Nice. Okay.
We're back to playing 5th edition. That's really high for level 1.
Yeah, we just changed our roles.
We actually switched mid-sentence.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would definitely say that. That's you can see the agony that's kind of present on his brow begin to soften, and he continues to feel a little more comfortable as you speak. In fact, towards the end, as you mutter as you speak the words of your prayer, you see a tear roll down his cheek, and as you finish, he smiles at you and says, "Well, I don't know if it was Ivana or Samina, but whoever it was, I think they was listening."
I think so too.
You really think we're gonna be okay?
I do.
Yeah, we are, because I got this.
Okay, what's that?
It's a health elixir.
Uh-huh.
It's got Ardwire leaves.
I think she already prayed for me, so
Oh.
I'm actually
No,
feeling a little
it
better.
worked, but the concoction worked, and it's gonna actually really help you. I promise.
What does this look like?
It's just a nice it's like a nice deep red
brown.
look, like not blood red, but like a
Yeah, like a
Good bet.
like almost like a Christmas red. Like
okay, crimson.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would be
Chunky.
blood. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, he's like,
Just pulpy.
roll me a diplomacy check.
Let's see. That is another 19.
Okay. He's gonna look at you, and his eyes are gonna dart back over to Marin. Did you commission this, or are you part of this thing? Is that part of the prayer? Do I need to finish the prayer with that?
I believe this is a healing potion of sorts, so this should help in addition with the pain. Yeah.
Well, if you trust it, then
Do I trust it?
I don't know.
Augustus,
She
blink,
reaches for a
blink,
little
blink,
bit.
blink,
Right?
Ding, ding, ding.
blink, blinkety blink.
No, I promise it works. It's very efficient, actually.
All right. And he'll take it. I'll just uncap it. Thanks.
No problem.
Appreciate it. And he'll just kind of slowly drink it. It doesn't taste very good.
Well, it's because it's made out of leaves.
Oh, right. And he slowly drinks it. Oh, you know what? My head's feeling a bit better. It's not so hot. I don't know. Do you think it feels hot?
Yeah, it's actually. It is warmer compared to the climate and the nature, but it is not piping hot.
You are looking better.
Yeah, you see Terran step up and put his hand on there. Oh, yes. Your temperature is much more stable. Thank you, Augustus. And Marin, thank you for your blessing. As we've said before, she is a wonderful priestess, and we believe she is destined for wonderful things. Just as she says that, or as Terran finishes that, a woman steps through the door, and Lorik looks up and he says, this is my wife. You can meet her.
Hello.
And she says, oh,
Hi.
Is his condition any better?
Oh, it's much better after the potion. Yes.
Very good.
Humble brag.
Humble brag.
They just came to the mine, and they've asked that all of us come to the square for a meeting. I was supposed to come and get Lorik, but I suppose all of you would like to know as well. So,
Okay.
Lorik.
All right.
Yeah, I think I can go, actually. I'm feeling much better. Thank you for your help. And he's looking at Marion. Thanks.
He's still off to the side.
Thank you. Yeah, let me get my coat. And he gets up and gets moving. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I obviously take my flask back, cap it, put it back into my stuff, and I get prepared. And
Cool.
Get ready to go.
I'll join with my parents and follow them to the square.
Great. Marin, how do you feel you're adjusting to being back?
Well, I think, yeah,
Good.
it's good to be back.
Well, everyone we've spoken to has been excited to
Yeah.
have you here. And
I think she's been doing great. So.
Oh, Augustus,
Thank
you're
you,
with
Augustus.
us.
Oh yeah, sorry. I know. I kind of hard to see sometimes.
Yes, but we're always happy to have you.
But thank you so much. I'm always happy to be with you guys. You guys are awesome.
You are too kind. And as you all move into the town square, at this point, everyone's kind of already gathered. Daco and Rowan, you've already kind of collected here and seen as people have trailed in. You see a large group start moving in as the workers from the mine are walking down that road, pretty much the only road in town, as they come towards the square. As everyone collects, you see that the wagon trains that you are used to seeing every 14 to 15 days has arrived. On it, you can see, as normal, that this wagon train has many different carts, all pretty small and covered with these wooden sides and a wooden top. And they are pulled by what looks to be a large elephant-like creature that is covered in a thick coat of fur. For those of you at home, you would recognize this to be a mammoth. But as these wagons are all pulled by a large mammoth at the front, they kind of form almost a half circle in this square. Normally, this is the time that would be given to distributing food and things like that. Did you have a question?
Is this is the mammoth abnormal for the common wagon trains that we've seen?
No, this is
okay.
pretty common, usually
Okay.
what you see. Yeah, and as normally where there would be people at the backs of these carts distributing, there doesn't seem to be anything, just the people gathering in the square. A wooden dais has been erected kind of in the center, and there's a podium set in the middle that seems to be decorated with that large Solheim symbol as well, the large rock on the red background. Enforcer Palavis, who you would all know, he's kind of the
Everyone's best
governor.
friend.
He's the governor of town and everyone's best friend. Is already standing up there, and you can see as he's kind of squabbling and shouting orders at people dressed in those tunics similar to the ones you saw Squeak wearing. But as everyone finally collects together and all the different parts of town come into the big square, Enforcer Palavis stands at the pulpit and says,
People of Teth, I am here today to deliver what may be considered by some to be difficult news to hear.
We're not getting any food, just watch.
I have...
What did he say? I can't really hear it.
I have been blessed by the opportunity to lead and inspire the people of Teth these past few years. And as I have grown close to many of you,
at which point he looks particularly at Rowan.
I have been very grateful for the lessons that I have learned from all of you. So this news comes with great dismay. Well, there's no easy way to say this. There is no more food coming from the capital.
What did I say?
And as he says that, there's just a wave of,
What? Oh my gosh, no, what?
as people just like begin to gasp in awe.
Now. We have all learned in our time together that there are sacrifices that must be made. All of us must make sacrifices. And King Tolden, in his infinite wisdom and mercy, also understands that sacrifices must be made. And much as he would like to continue sending food from the capital, it is no longer possible.
What the heck does that mean? Somebody shouts in the crowd.
I just got better. How am I going to feed my family now?
And people just, a general uproar kind of begins to sound in the crowd.
I look for Ito.
You can see, you see him kind of standing not far from this dais, and there is a ear-to-ear grin on his face.
He's just munching on crackers.
As he just watches the people kind of begin to be this uproar. A general overlook at the crowd, you can see that there are a lot of people very upset, a lot of people very confused, but concerningly, there's a large number of people that almost seem to just not be reacting. Kind of like Daco, a lot of people I think were expecting this news, and you hear one man kind of say, I guess that's it then. This is how we die. Is there anything you guys like to do?
Taco, seriously, what did he say? I couldn't hear it.
Hold on. So, are we still expected to go out and sacrifice ourselves into the army? Is that still expected of us?
See, we are asking reasonable and intelligent questions. As a sign of good health and good gesture towards the people, Tolden no longer requires recruits from Teth.
Well, that's one thing.
See, there's things to be positive about. Thank you. What is your little name, little boy?
Daco.
See, listen to Taco here. He knows what's going on.
Yeah, so let's all start figuring out how to plant some trees and live off of the wilds, because we ain't going to be able to live off snow.
Wait, I think... Oh my gosh. And you see Terran, as he kind of, his eyes brighten, and he, after a moment of downtroddenness, it just perks up. Marin, this is your calling. you said that you were going to find food, and almost as if a prophecy. Now more than ever, our village needs food.
It's time for the prophecy, because I said so.
He grabs you by the hand. This is it. I know this is a great weight to be put on your shoulders, but this has to be what you meant, but what the prophecy meant.
Yeah. I don't want to get everyone's hopes up just yet because it might take some time, but yeah, I promise I'm going to find a way to feed us all.
What do you mean prophecy? Oh, Marin, she told me the other day that she believed that she had been called by Avena herself to find food for our village. This is Terran speaking to Lorik. Lorik turns to you and says, "Really? Is that right?"
Well, I have been given this great blessing from Avena, and I know that she has preserved me for a purpose, and it just makes sense.
Well, I know
We're
you
trying
bless
a little bit
me.
too much attention now.
I know you bless me, so yeah. All right then. Marin's gonna save us. Marin's gonna save us.
Big D, seriously, my ears are so cold. I can't hear what anyone's saying right now.
Terran's
I
gonna
grab my jacket and I just put it on your head.
Oh, thank you.
Terran's gonna look down at you and he says, Augustus,
Yeah.
Marin is going to save us.
She is?
Yes.
From what? I couldn't hear. That's so tall.
There's no more food coming from the capital.
There's no more food? What is this?
No, don't. There's no need to be worried. She's gonna save us.
You're
Right?
gonna save us?
Keep your voice
Right?
down.
Yeah.
No, I think that's great. Marin.
Marin.
I'm ducking. I'm ducking out.
Yeah, I've already left the crowd at this point.
Okay.
I like shoot Augustus like dead eyes like. Oh.
Okay. Marin.
Just like-
As this chant rings out, you see another person raise their hands. And these are more bony, elderly fingers, but as you look over, all of you would recognize Listener Eros. He is what's considered the holy man of Teth, and is a listener of Samina. He puts his bony fingers in the air and he says, Please, everyone, calm down. Marin,
It's going to
that is
save
a
us.
great calling you take upon yourself. Do you truly intend to do that?
Absolutely.
Well, the sprites that work with me in my chapel have spoken of a tribe of elves that live out in the wilds that have survived for many moons. Perhaps they have some way of growing in this incredible cold, something that could allow them to perhaps they could share it with us.
Yes, yeah, I was thinking about going to the wilds. That was going to be my first start.
Well, you do understand the great dangers that come with that?
Oh, yes, but I'll be protected.
You see, I got this nice pocket watch and this really nice pocket knife. I think I'm okay.
I'm perfectly fine, actually.
Well, Marin, I believe in the direction of Avena. And I believe that she has guided you to this calling. This is Terran speaking again. And I believe that she has guided other people into our lives to help you on this mission. Augustus, I believe that you have been brought to Teth to help Avena in her quest.
I chuckle
To
audibly.
help Marin.
Wow. Me?
I see no other answer. It must be. What are you eating?
Oh, nothing.
Did you take food from the apothecary?
No. I just found a rock.
Are you eating rocks?
Well, I'm not eating that. I'm a little nervous right now, so
I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. You're meant to help her.
Okay.
I think you should go with her.
Okay, that's very nice. I'm gonna take my jacket. I would like that before you go on this
Ducko.
adventure.
You know the wilds.
Yeah.
You've been in the wilds before.
You have too.
You can help.
I'm okay.
And as you back up and feel yourself back into someone. And you turn around to see your father standing behind you. You still see the bandage kind of running across his chest from the injury from a few days prior. And he looks at you. I think it would be a good opportunity for you.
Kill you.
It's not as if you are busy doing things at home.
Right. Because I'm always home doing nothing.
He just stares at you flatly.
That's my big deal over there.
Right. I'm here to help.
Good.
He's gonna help us.
Yeah.
I'll tell your brother to pack your things. And he walks back towards your family home.
Just to make it clear, I work like 10 shifts every day. Just putting it out there.
You see Darren look at you with kind of like a look of pity. I know. We've seen you. What is Rowan doing?
I am waiting for Pelavis at his doors.
Okay. So by this point, Pelavis he's continually been kind of trying to shout down people, and with Eros's announcements kind of quieted down. But he does take this opportunity to kind of say, well, I don't know if I can say I'm confident in putting my trust in an elf. But I guess if all of you think that she's your savior, then who am I to stand in the way?
Don't forget there's a gnome and a Venarin.
Right. Well,
That boy races.
if there's any other questions, I will be in the receiving house. Thank you. And he steps down from the pulpit. So you want us to meet him?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see as he moves quickly back, kind of wearing a large overcoat, and he's like waving it at one of these smaller young pages. Go, get out of the way. It's so cold out here. I need to get back. Rowan! Good to see you, my boy.
Pelavis, can we talk?
Well, yes, let's go, but come inside. Let's talk inside. It's so cold out here.
Yes.
And he ushers you into the receiving room where there's already a large fire burning. Yes, take a seat.
I stay standing.
What is this rebellion? Just sit.
It's
What a strong word for refusing to sit down.
Pelavis.
I'm going to sit.
That's fine. That's fine.
And he sits down in a big, soft, velvety chair.
What will you be doing now that there's no food? Are you leaving or are you still here?
Oh, well, I am... I'm in a very similar situation to the rest of you.
Good. Okay. As you know, my father's business, better than most, yeah. He's taught me a few things. How to keep logs, how to track items and stock and storage things. And as the welcoming wagons have been coming in, I've been keeping stock of what's been coming in. And at first I thought it was your greed, but of course now we've learned that it's
My greed? Dear boy, to each is given their measure. And I take my portion, and to the rest is given theirs.
It's not my fault
Pelavis.
it's 3 times the size.
Pelavis, your
This guy
people
knows
are these people are starving.
Yes, nobody's in good conditions. Do you know what I've had to sacrifice?
I don't think you've had
I
to
have to
sacrifice
do my own laundry now.
You don't think I've had to sacrifice?
Pelavis, go to your storeroom and tell me that you can you've sacrificed.
You insolent boy. I used to live in Sire's Landing. It was a sacrifice to come to this backwater nothing of a town and grace them with a presence from the capital.
Yes, of course. My apologies. My manners are. I
Do
don't know
not
what's
speak
gonna
out of
be.
line in that way again.
I apologize. I came to ask if you would share your food with the people as...
Sorry, it was a hiccup. I wasn't laughing.
Of course. But these people need nourishment. These people need food, and you can provide that for them, at least for a while.
Roll me a diplomacy check.
You know how much time I spent freeze drying all this stuff?
Not very much, because it's gold.
17.
17?
Making so many
You
preserves.
speak to the heart, Rowan. And that is the most powerful way to speak. There isn't much I can give. But I suppose I would be willing to impart of some of my substance.
And
Mostly the vegetables.
please please don't individualize these people. Make sure everyone gets the same amount regardless of where they come from or their nationality.
I mean, yes. yes, of course. Of course. I will see that it is done.
I will talk to my father as well.
Anything else your bleeding heart needs?
No, sir, that is all.
Great.
I'm going to make sure to keep an eye around here just so...
It's a shame that you didn't get to enlist. I think your strong heart and your strong mind would have been a useful asset for the capital.
He kind of adjusts. I kind of adjust my clothes.
What a shame that you were not able to go and die somewhere else.
Yeah, what? Yeah, shame that is. That's all. I'll see you around.
Yes.
And I turn and walk
Okay.
back into the bitter cold.
Great.
See you. Bye-bye. Farewell.
As you step out, your father is there to greet you. I told you I had good news.
I'm not so sure.
He's going to look around to make sure there's no one around. Come with me.
Okay, and I'll follow.
He leads you around the receiving house to another entrance, and takes you into what looks like to maybe be like a mudding room. There's like places where people remove their dirty outside clothes, and just taking you in there, he says, "This is our chance. We can get a hold on this market. You have to go with them. If these elves can bring us food..."
Go with who?
The freaks, the ones that volunteered.
I volunteered for what?
They volunteered to go, like, get food from the elves.
He left, he
I
wasn't
wasn't
there.
aware.
Oh, yeah. I know. They're gonna go out there. I mean...
Okay.
Listen, this is our opportunity to get ahead. We've been trying to get a corner on the food market here, and this is our chance to get our portion and take over this town. The last chance in could become the new town hall.
Another nervous adjustment. Okay. I can do that, sir.
You're not scared, are you?
No, sir. I promise. No. And I'm not keeping eye contact at all. Just
Profusely sweating.
no, sir. No, sir.
Good. I would hate for you to let me down again.
Okay. Yes.
Dad of the year.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir.
And he grabs you by the shoulders. Listen, I know that was harsh, but this is a harsh world we live in. Everyone's got to do what it takes to take care of themselves. I've taught you that.
Yes, sir. Yes, you have.
And if we are going to get ahead, if we are going to get past all of the hell that is outside in the wilds, this is our way to do it.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to go with them?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Good. Go get your things ready.
When are they leaving?
I don't know.
Okay.
No idea.
Okay.
Not a clue.
Probably
We don't know either.
Okay.
And he's gonna give you he's gonna put it wrap you up in a hug, and it feels just
icky.
yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm kind of just.
Yeah, you gotta
Frozen.
stand there as he wraps his
Somehow the
arms around
coldest
you.
hug I've ever had.
Yeah. More frozen than I've ever been in my entire life.
And
I live with the snow.
he's gonna look at you and say, "I'm proud of you."
Yes, sir.
With total green in his eyes.
Yeah, and he will let you go. All right.
Money.
What are the three of you doing?
So yeah, we need to get out there right now. Like let's just get in there head first. Let's go.
What time is it?
At this point, it's probably about midday. You can see Embra's embrace. The aurora borealis lights in the sky have reached their peak of brightness.
We haven't even had lunch yet. And I use lunch very sparingly.
Yeah, but how are we gonna have lunch without food?
Not all the food is gone.
It's not.
We're just not getting any more food.
Oh,
So whatever we currently
you
have
see,
is
I
what we
thought
have.
You were saying that all the food is gone.
All the food out there is gone.
Okay,
Why
so
don't we
all the
go
food
back to
on
the
wagons are
apothecary
gone.
shop and we can get
Yeah.
ready to go?
Okay, the shop.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be a good idea
Yeah,
because
it's
I could get my
cold.
materials.
We're still
and stuff,
outside.
So. I can get more materials. So for our
So are we
endeavors.
going to... I haven't met you formally
Hi,
yet.
yeah, I'm Marin.
Hi. You can call me D.
D, nice to meet you, D.
It's Big D, yeah.
I thought your name was Taco.
It is not.
Oh, so I probably shouldn't be a part of this anyway.
You probably shouldn't.
I'm gonna go back home and rest.
So are we going to the Maringolds?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the place we went to the other day.
I know.
Yeah, inside the apothecary, you can see that Taryn and Ivy have already begun moving back to their work. You can see that they are both very tense as you walk in. Hello. What do you need?
We're just gonna make our preparations before we head out.
All right, so I need a whole list of things. Okay, so I need more Aldor leaves. I need more marigold plants. I need imbued water.
Augustus,
Yes.
you have been training here for how many years now?
Yeah.
3?
How many years? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's see.
Wasn't listening.
2 years and
Still listing
13
things
months.
off.
Yeah.
Yes. In that time,
Mhm.
you have learned all of these plants.
Yeah.
Where to find them, how to cultivate them.
Mm-hmm.
Truthfully, perhaps better than Ivy and myself.
That's true.
And
We
you've-
have imbued you with the knowledge you need
Mm-hmm.
to go and find those things in the wild.
That's true. I do have that knowledge on me, so.
Yeah.
So
we have
perhaps you
used
can
their
take
stuff
all
too
the
much.
ingredients you've already procured from our shop and start with those.
That's a good idea. Wow.
Marin, is there anything you need?
Maybe we'll take just a couple rations, just some food
Yes, yes.
until we can find something.
Of course, yes. We'd be happy to give you
Yeah.
whatever you need.
And then I was also wondering, Dad, if you knew anything about the elves in the woods. Were there any stories that you grew up hearing?
Well, in the time shortly following the fall, I know that there was many of Tolden's men who marched on Teth and other villages, hoping to root out what they called the threat of the wilds, including elves and Venara and gnomes, all of the non-human races. Can you roll me an insight check? Or I guess it would be, I think it's sense motive.
No.
Nope.
Oh no, it's perception. Just roll perception.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Starfinder has sense motive.
Well, we're not
18?
playing Starfinder, thank you very much.
You can see that there is a flash of something in your father's eye. and it's something you've probably never seen. And he quickly hides it, but it looks like anger. But he continues, and after, well, in light of those events, many of our kind fled into the wilds, believing a death at the hands of Ivana would be better than a death at the hands of Tolden. So, truthfully, I haven't received any communication since then, but it is heartening to hear that there are people surviving out there. I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah. What do you think we should be looking for that would indicate an elven community? I mean, I know that we don't necessarily have a direction since no one knows where they are, but what would indicate that we're getting close or on the right path?
And there's almost like embarrassment in his eyes. I've grown up my whole life here in Teth. I actually wouldn't know what culture in the wilds is like. But, well, there is one thing I remember. My mother, she used to tell me stories of the Protectorate, the Elven Protectorate.
Okay, what's that?
They were a group of brave warriors and strong rangers that would travel the wilds and protect their leaders. They would protect the nymphs. The nymphs that lived in circles. Perhaps that's what you should look for then. A nymph circle. Or an elven protectorate. Maybe traveling bands of warriors is what you should look for.
Okay.
Does that help you?
Yeah, it does. And
Okay.
then I'm sure Ivana will guide us.
I believe that. She has already proven to be in our lives by bringing you back. Augustus,
Mm-hmm.
you will see to it that she is protected?
Oh, absolutely.
Very good. And Dako,
Mm-hmm.
you are very brave to do this.
Thanks.
I believe you will accomplish and find many great things in the wilds. Oh, there's someone at the door. A moment, please. And, Terran steps to the door and opens it up. Oh!
Hey, I just assumed that there was the party going for food here.
Yes,
told-
they are.
I was told the elves, and I just assumed it was you guys, but I was hoping that I could tag along and help with that.
I'm more of a small guy, but
Well, it would be up to Marin, as she is the one chosen for this task. But perhaps you should ask her yourself. Come inside, please. And he gestures in, at which point, for now the fourth time, Rowan and Marin meet eyes.
I'm here to offer my service to help out with anything that you may need.
Okay.
I'm happy to have more company on this journey. I think having more in our party would be great, but we're all magic users. Are you okay with that?
I'm a magic user.
I'm kind of tense that she said that out loud.
I snap back. Yeah. And what do you mean? D here is. I've never seen him use magic before in my life. Neither Augustus.
Yeah, it's kind of bold of you to assume that we all are magic, and if we were, I'd love to just announce that we use magic.
I mean, just the last time that Rowan and I interacted, he was
Augustus remembers that magic is taboo.
Well, Augustus is like, I've been acknowledged as a magic user.
I'm a magic user. I'm a magic user.
I can use magic?
Since
Look,
when?
we're going into the wilds, and we're going to need magical support. And the last time that we went into the wilds, You were wary of that.
I need to be here. I need to help.
As
Please.
long as survival is put above everything else, sure. What services or what can you provide? I understand that what some of us can do here, Rowan, but what are you? I don't know if this is blunt, but what are you offering to the table?
An extra set of hands. I have a sword.
Daco, it is not always known why Avena works the way that she does. But if you feel called to be here, then I believe that is just as much a sign that you should be here.
Yeah.
If I may
No,
speak
yeah,
so.
I think that makes sense. And I told you that I had followed Rowan into the wilds previously as he was going out there by himself.
She spoke highly of your bravery.
Do you know how to use your sword, Rowan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one question for you.
Flavis.
Of course.
I have one question for you, Rowan.
Yeah.
Can you carry me?
What?
He's just a big guy, and I just figured
He's a big guy?
Taryn puts a hand on your shoulder. I'm so happy he's finally stopped asking me.
The fear that was already on my face deepens.
Getting a little tense, and now I'm pale.
I'm just barely taller than D here, but I mean I can try.
Yeah, but Big D always says he's got a bad ankle that he can't carry me.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. Do you need your ankle looked at?
No, I just tell Augustus that because he asked me to carry him all the time.
You were lying?
Yes! I said, no, my ankle's broken, Augustus.
It wasn't?
If you need worry what I can do, I can carry him through the deep snow. That will be my.
I can't carry the ring for you, but I can carry you.
All right, he's invited to our party.
This is not. This is not a Frodo Samwise thing. It's,
Who are Frodo and Samwise?
I have no clue.
what is he speaking about? What are you talking about?
Well, if all of you are in agreement, then yes, we will provide you the rations you asked for and anything else that you need. When do you plan to make your...
I actually do think I need some Gaia stock if you have that.
He puts a hand on your forearm. The wilds will provide.
Okay.
We've taken enough, Augustus. 3 days ago, we've taken enough.
Oh, I was wondering where that all had gone to. I assumed it was just your experiments.
No, I came to you when my dad was injured, and Augustus had the idea to use some of whatever was left over to help with that.
Oh,
That's how I learned about the potion stuff.
wow. How is your father doing now?
Back to himself.
Well, he seems a very stalwart man.
Yeah.
Great. Well, is there anything else we can do for you?
I mean, I'll just grab my things and I can be ready to
Augustus
leave
is bridling his
whenever
tongue
we
right now.
are all ready. Is there anything you guys need?
I will need to grab my things from my place.
Taryn, and you see Ivy kind of start to wobble. I'm feeling, and she drops, fainting to the ground. Oh, and he catches her. Yes, perhaps a moment alone would be good for us.
We're done here. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And he'll kind of guide
Augustus,
you.
that means leave.
I'm sorry. Okay.
he says this to Augustus in the apothecary room as he's meandering through.
It's like,
He's digging through drawers. Get out!
yeah, that's right. Okay.
All right. So where do you guys like to go?
I'm going to my house.
Okay.
And if they follow, so be it.
All right. You head back to your family's residence.
I definitely follow. So
As you step in, you see the warm, kind of sparsely decorated home. Your mother is already packing you a bag, and you can see that she's wrapping up food and putting things away. And she says, "Are you sure this is what you want to do?"
Is Dad in the room?
No.
Is there anyone else in the room?
No.
Well,
I'll be
Augustus
outside.
followed.
Okay. Augustus followed.
There's a lot of things I don't want to do that I end up doing. I think you can figure the rest from that.
Well, your father believes this will be a good opportunity for you to grow.
He said that about when he went to the wilds last week and came back nearly dead. Sorry. I finished my wooden breastplate, so I'm a little confident that I'll be okay.
You must not speak of your father that way.
Yeah, I apologize.
It's okay. Just be wary of that. You know that the image you hold in front of others of your family is very important to him.
I know.
Well, I've packed you your coat, the one you always forget. And I've packed you food enough for a week. I've packed you your doll. And she pulls the one from the wreckage.
Right.
Is there anything else I should get for you?
No, you've done enough. Thank you.
I mended the hole that was in your coat.
There's a hole in my coat?
Well, yes, you got it the other day.
Oh,
I think it's from that thing.
right. Right. Yeah, thank you.
As she kind of readies the remainder of your belongings and hands them over, your brother kind of hobbles out of the adjoining room. Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm doing good.
shut up, August.
Oh, sorry. I see now. I'm so sorry.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You sure?
No.
Well, whatever Dad says,
Right.
you know we're still here for you.
Yeah, just do me a favor. Don't jump in front of somebody while I'm gone.
No promises.
That's my job.
I'll,
You're retired.
I'll do my best. But take care of them. He looks at Augustus. They need you.
You need me.
Me?
Yeah, you weren't listening. Anyway, yeah.
I was zoned out. I was thinking about an elixir as stuff.
Right. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Potions on the mind.
Dodokai will probably ask for your help. Mom? Do not let him say yes.
I haven't yet, but you know that he does what he wants.
You can maybe blow the bellows, and that is probably all you can do.
Yeah, we'll see. You can't take care of me forever, Dad.
Yeah.
And he'll give you a hug.
Yeah.
And yeah, he then grabs you by the shoulders and says, "Don't die."
Fine.
I'll make sure he won't.
That's my job. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to do while you're here?
I'll go grab my breastplate and my club.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, they're over by your portion of the room.
Cool beans.
All right. Anything else? Anything else you guys want to do while you're preparing?
I'm going to go to my place and pack up some of my alchemy kit stuff.
Where'd August go?
Cool.
Oh, he definitely would have told you where he's going.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Hey, I'm going to go back to my place and get
Yeah,
some
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And,
I wasn't listening.
Oh, okay.
Right. Right. Yeah. Where do you go?
Cool.
Marin?
Marin?
Marin went to grab her backpack and her staff and make sure that her dad had everything handled at home.
Cool. All right. as you finish up your final preparations, you assist him with his work, and you you would know that these passing out that your mother's been doing has become more frequent lately, and he's doing the best he can with it, but it seems overwhelming. So any help is definitely welcome. Rowan, any final preparations?
No, at this point, I'm just kicking the snow and waiting by.
Well, as the afternoon turns to evening, and then evening to night, the lights of Embra's Embrace from their aurora borealis of purples and blues and greens fade to a very dim light in the sky, signifying to all that it is evening and night, and now it is time to sleep. And as all of you get your final nights of rest before you set off in the morning, we're going to take a little break. Let everyone get some water, go to the bathroom. Everyone at home can get some water and go to the bathroom, and we'll be back.
You have permission to use the restroom now.
And
Fulton.
we will be back momentarily. Okay, so where were we? What was happening? What's going
We're
on?
about to leave
This morning.
on a grand adventure.
Yes, so you have all rested, perhaps peacefully, perhaps more likely very fitfully and nervous about what is to come. But, restfully or not, morning does eventually arrive. As each of you begin your preparations for the day, preparing your spells and getting things together. Oh, actually, do you guys have any more morning preparations you want to do?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah.
So we're leaving in the morning?
Unless you guys have other plans.
So I want to get things together for one of the elixirs of life, and it's called Sunrod is the other elixir that allows me to imbue something with light.
Okay, cool.
So
So you're just grabbing the stuff that you need to make those?
yeah, just like collecting the material I need for those.
Yeah, so with alchemy, do you need to prepare them, or do you need to...
I do think I need to prepare things.
Okay. So you're making those this morning?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah, so you set about the work of doing that, getting up your final... kind of pulling out what you need from your kit now that you've packed away, putting it all together and bringing it back. Marin, oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say I also would say I have probably 3 quote unquote acid flasks, which is filled concoctions that will I'm like these are probably not healthy for people.
These are like those were probably your first couple attempts for the elixir of life.
Absolutely.
Now they are the elixirs of unlife. Cool. Marin, what are you doing this morning?
She's gonna braid her hair, and she's going to offer her prayer as she does every morning, and that's gonna be like her time where she's like really connecting with Avena, with like her sense of spirituality and with nature and just like with magic.
Cool.
She's going to put on a breastplate. I don't think this would be like a military breastplate, since she didn't serve
in combat.
Yeah, she didn't do any combat while she was in the military, but I think this is more of like maybe a family heirloom or something that was lying around, and she's like, yeah, this would probably be a good idea to
Cool, I
take
like
with.
that.
Just the lost and found.
Yeah.
I was digging through the mines the other day, and
And she'll take her backpack full of stuff. She has some healing tools and the rations that her parents provided.
Awesome. Have you prepared the spells that you are intending to cast for the day?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Rowan and Dako, what are you guys doing?
I imagine there was
Ready to
discussed
go.
meetings. Spot.
I was gonna literally ask you, do you guys have an intended meeting place? Did you guys
So
establish one?
I assume that we, after we all got our stuff, the middle of the day before, if we're doing this in the morning, that we took quite a bit a long time to find each other after we all just scattered to get our stuff. And then once we found each other, we're like, well, we'll do this tomorrow.
That or Augustus was like running around. So where are we meeting tomorrow? What's the plan?
Absolutely.
Okay, so assuming that it has been determined, where are you guys planning to meet then? we'll kind of like retroactively.
Last
we'll say
chance
this happened.
in.
Yeah.
Last chance in.
Last Chance In
That's
is
right by the wilds, right?
is
Okay.
actually
It would
towards
make-
the wilds.
It would make
Yeah.
the most sense.
Yep,
so.
let's do that then.
Cool. All right, then you guys meet up in the Tavern of Last Chance Inn as you guys each kind of trickle in.
I just want to say that specifically for Augustus, you see that it is, about 3 foot tall little gnome with probably a backpack that's almost twice his size, and with a big, like on the backpack is like a big wooden plank
Yeah.
where it's basically you would notice it to be part of a table.
So he's just carrying a table around.
So that way he can use a workstation. So it's just a crudely put together like portable table.
I like it. Cool.
Does it say like lift this up if it's above this line,
Yeah,
and then like like below this line I'm okay?
yeah, it's like like he
Right
has
side up,
instruction-
right, wrong
yeah,
side up.
exactly.
There are like key instructions though, so they're written in like Dwarvish.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you fit through doorways with this thing on your back or
Sideways, yeah.
Okay. It's a little bit of like a shuffling in. I like it. Cool. So as you all kind of meander in to the Last Chance Inn, you are all greeted by, well, Rowan, I guess, what are you doing as you prepare for this morning?
Probably just pacing my room.
Yeah.
Just,
Did you get much sleep?
probably I woke up a lot earlier than I
Normally
wanted to. Yeah.
Okay. Well, as you kind of start heading down the stairs, and you can see that Marin, Daco, and Augustus are already in the room by this point, Ito stops you at the base of the stairs. He says, "Hey, this is it.
Yep.
I want you to take this." And he's going to hand you a map. But this map doesn't look like the one he handed you a few days ago that was hastily drawn. You know that this is a map that he's used. When he takes journeys out into the wilds, when he goes out for sometimes a week or two at a time, this is the map he takes.
Cool.
So he hands it to you and says, "This is it.
Thank you. I appreciate this.
Now, let's go get him." And he's going to put his hand on your shoulder and kind of guide you out into this tavern area. And you could see as his facial expression goes from that shady kind of, awkward look to a very genuine, happy, plastered on smile. And he looks around at everyone. "What you guys are doing is amazing. You're really going to help people. And we're so blessed to have you guys. I left Rowan here with a very special map. It was given to me by my father. And I think it's going to help you guys a lot. But if there's anything else that we can do, let us know."
Thank you so much, sir.
Of course.
We'll make sure to let you know.
Thanks. All right. Well, thank you guys again. And I'm going to get back to work.
Thank you.
And he'll go back behind the counter and start sweeping, giving you guys the room.
So, are we ready?
He's awesome. I've never met him before. He's awesome.
I'm gonna unfold the map and put it on a table. Can anyone read this?
What does it look like?
So as you lay it out, as you roll it out, it is a map that's kind of kept in one of those leather rounded tubes,
Sure.
and you kind of pull it out and lay it out on the table. It is a very well kept vellum paper, and you can see the mountains, the Morningspire Mountains, and actually at the south side of this map, you can see quite a few spots of other towns marked on this map. But up towards the north, there is a couple of other places that are marked, and the forests just north of where you are is labeled the Speckled Thicket. And that is within there. There's a few points of interest, but you get a general understanding. But more like drilling down would take probably a little bit more effort to know.
So where are we going? Are we going into the wilds or are we going to civilization?
That's a good question. What is our objective, Miss Marin?
Well, we're gonna find food, right? That is our main objective. I think the best place to start would be the wilds. We'll do some foraging, and we're looking for signs of an elven community living in the
So when you
wilds.
say where we going for food, we're going to find civilization for supply, and along the way we're hunting and foraging.
Right.
Okay. Are we making trips back with our hunting and foraging, or
I don't know.
Because it would be, I don't know if
Why are we hunting and foraging? I thought we were the big solution.
yeah. So although I think the whole town should be hunting and foraging,
Right.
everyone is afraid of the wilds.
Well,
I
We're
do,
searching for this elven community
Mhm.
because they have found a way to survive without the capital's shipments.
yeah.
So that's what we're looking for.
So we probably should just. Would it be best to just hightail it to them, and then just look out for our own needs along the way?
yes. Yes.
Augustus is gonna try and inspect the map and read it to his best ability, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Which-
It's in Braille. Sorry.
Dang it.
Augustus reads Braille.
What?
That's the only language he reads, but he reads Braille.
No, but he's gonna see if he can find any semblance of his gnomish village that he came from.
Okay. It's been a couple of years, and you probably didn't use a map at the time,
For sure.
but I will definitely let you make a survival check to try and interpret this map.
Well, that's a 13.
Okay. You look at the contours of the map, and you kind of try to remember in your you call back to your memory where it is that you came from, and as you kind of are almost assaulted and bombarded by these memories of your past life, of your family, and of the village that you fled from, it's difficult to pick out defining features. You just remember running, and even when you felt like passing out, running. But one thing does stick out in your memory.
Mm-hmm.
A river. You followed a river for many nights, and finally that's what after following that river for a while is what got you here.
Mm-hmm.
And on the map that you see, there is a river that runs through the speckled thicket.
Hey guys, this is just an idea, but there's this river that goes deep into the wilds and towards the speckled thicket and whatnot. And I think maybe we should follow that. I think that might be a good idea. Rivers usually have
Why do
more-
you say that?
It's just rivers usually have more plantation near them too, and usually attract more wildlife and stuff. And so
This
river
isn't overflown, or sorry, frozen.
I mean, probably.
You would now remember that it was, yes, frozen.
well, doesn't mean things can't break through the ice.
Life
and get
still
through,
will
for
go
sure.
around the river. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
It's not a good one, but just kidding.
Oh.
Well, it's somewhere to start. And
Yeah.
That's one of the nicest things
Plus, it's
Big D you've ever said to me.
it can help. It can be an easy way to remember or a way to backtrack too.
Okay, then I'll roll up the map, put it back in, and
Okay. So you're headed for the river?
Mhm.
Okay.
Down the river and through the woods till Elf Grandma's house we go.
Awesome.
You guys get about an hour outside of town, and then Augustus says, with this step, it'll be the furthest from home I've ever been. Then he takes another step and says, with this step, I'll be the no, but you do step out of the Last Chance Inn. You get to the edge of the wilds and look back for the final time before beginning your adventure into the wilds at Teth, the place that you have called home for many years. and all the people that you care about and that you know are depending on you and what you can find out here in the wilds. So with that, with that stress, just laid gently on your shoulders,
Right. Right.
you begin traveling out into the wilds. Who is taking the lead?
I'll take
The river.
Marin. As this is your calling, it only makes sense that you stand at the front. Can you roll me a survival check?
Yes.
Can we help her with that, or is there help in Pathfinder?
Yeah, there is. But you're gonna have to get back to me on how to do that because I'm still very new to this game. I'll have you roll this one, and I'm gonna look that up right now.
Okay. I got 10.
Actually, maybe I'll look it up right now. So,
For those at home, I'm asking to get a little bit more, bigger number.
when you use your aid reaction, attempt a skill check or attack roll of a type decided by the GM. The typical DC is 15, but the GM might adjust it for a particular roll.
So I roll to see how good I do for aid.
Okay,
Is
so
that what it's
if
reading?
you succeed, so you roll a skill check that I would tell you. If you succeed, you give her a +1 circumstance bonus. So it's not a huge
Oh, it's just
difference.
+1.
Yeah. So help isn't crazy useful.
What if I got a +5 if I crit?
If you crit, you get a +2.
Oh,
Or if you're a master with the skill, you get a +3.
I'm only trained.
Okay. So as you rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Even with 11.
Okay,
probably
10
won't
is
be
not great. Again, Pathfinder numbers. So you begin heading out into the woods, and as you step out, you kind of try to remember that image of the map in your head, and you feel like you're headed in the right direction. You remember it kind of generally being north and west, but as you get further into the wilds, it's hard to remember where north and west are. And not being accustomed to kind of traveling under the light of Ember's embrace and nothing else, that's difficult to do. You guys travel for a while this way. Yeah, and I think at some point you guys would recognize that Marin's not exactly certain where she's going.
Are we lost again, Marin?
We're not very close to the river, I don't think, but we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, we haven't made it to the river yet. Cool.
Guys, we shouldn't let Marin lead. No offense, Marin. But I've been in this situation
Okay.
before, and I really don't think that...
Are you suggesting
No,
you? Okay.
no. It's the reason I'm here is because neither of us could.
Let me see if I can figure out where we are. I was mostly just watching our backs. Can I roll for survival?
Yes. Yeah, you may roll a survival check.
It's an 8.
Okay. Do you feel confident about your ability to lead? Or how do you think?
Is it snowing?
Well,
I'm feeling confident about my
Gently.
ability to lead because I've been in and out, but I haven't gone deep.
sure. Yeah, I would say it's gently snowing.
Okay. I was just gonna try to blame the weather if if I can't say anything. I look around. I don't really see any sort of hint or anything. I obviously don't see any tracks of any kind, right?
No.
Snow is still made of snow.
Yeah. Can everyone roll me a perception check? First group check.
I got 11.
12.
Looking for my...
25.
That's a little better than 12.
I'm looking for
Not that 12
my
isn't good.
perception.
Yeah, 12. Plenty good.
For Augustus, that's great.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, looking for my perception.
Oh, yeah, it's
24.
24. Okay, great. So we got 11 to 12 and then a 24 from 25.
The two people that I said couldn't do it.
As you guys all kind of start fanning out, looking around, kind of trying to get your bearings, maybe you pull out the map again and kind of start trying to cross-reference. Marin and Rowan, you would both see that just ahead there seems to be a sharp drop-off. And you can actually see there's a ravine ahead of you. And uniquely enough, this ravine actually seems to have a bridge, a rickety, very weak-looking but built rope bridge.
It's always a rope bridge. There's always a rope bridge.
The most reliable kind of bridge.
Yeah.
A rope bridge.
Absolutely.
As opposed to a London bridge.
Guys, over here, I think I see something that'll lead us towards
Right.
where
Yeah,
we're
I see
going.
it
I think
too.
I was just about to notice.
Wow. You guys are
Turns you around. Yeah, no, I just didn't know if that's what we were
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
for.
right.
well. You guys are all so good at this. I just didn't see it at all. So
Augustus is slowly
All
sinking
three-
into the snow.
all three of you are just so good at this.
Yeah, okay, well, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Would you like to take the lead, or do you want to?
Sure, yeah. I'll go first. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm inches behind you, man. It's not that big of a deal.
Right.
I mean, we're just walking to that bridge, right? I don't think it's that big of a deal.
You're right. Yeah, I'll lead. Yeah, I'll start marching towards the.
Okay. So as you get closer and closer to this ravine, more of the details become more apparent. You see that these edges that it looks maybe like an earthquake or some form of natural disaster broke this crack in the ground, and that it goes very deep. Obviously, it's very dark out here. The only light probably being from your torches, and the only light coming from the torches. You get to the edge of this ravine and notice that it's probably about 100 feet across. It's very far.
Do I see any sort of diamond ore or lava down in the or a dirt
you
bridge?
notice that the terrain turns from its natural look to very blocky textures as you get
Right.
lower. Yeah.
Do I see any blue pixels?
But yeah, okay, so 100 foot across.
And probably once you get past the side of the edge, your torch, you can't
Pitch.
see anything.
So across we go then, huh?
Can I look around? How far does the ravine go side to side?
Farther than you can see in either direction.
Very cool.
You would assume that you could go around if you wanted to, but it would probably add
That day.
a day or at least several hours to your journey.
So 100 feet across.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not. No, that's far enough. We can't drop that. I was like, wait, hold on. I'm trying to gauge what that looks like. In my head.
use my
We're not all monkeys.
I'm like, wait. So if nope, never mind.
You gotta remember, I can maybe jump like a foot.
I could probably throw you that far.
Probably.
Okay.
So here we go, and I'm at the edge of the bridge, and I'm just gripping on tight. And
but there is a bridge through
Yeah, there's that
Oh,
rope
I thought
bridge.
you were saying the bridge is on the other side of the
No,
bridge. Got it.
No, yeah, there is
There
this
is a
rope
bridge
You can take
connecting.
this bridge.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
okay, here we go.
Don't look down.
Rowan's just
I'm
like,
looking down. I am.
I'm looking down.
Where else am I supposed to look?
I'm looking down, Shrek.
I'm looking down, Shrek.
Okay. As you
Rowan's just-
set your foot on this bridge, you immediately feel it buckle beneath your weight. And it kind of, it weighs down significantly. But after giving yourself a moment to adjust, the bridge does seem to adjust to your weight.
Okay. One slow step at a time. Just
Roll me an acrobatics check.
that's a 9.
Okay. So as you get probably about 4 or 5 steps across, you see one of these planks break beneath your feet, and you kind of fall. I need you to roll me a dex save.
reflex?
Oh, sorry, your reflex save. That's what
Thank
they're called.
16.
Okay. 16 is enough that you grab the plank before you, and it does hold your weight, rickety as it looks. And you were kind of like got your foot on one plank behind you, your hands on the plank in front of you, and you're staring straight down. Has anyone else jumped on the bridge at this point?
No.
Okay.
I'm like putting my arm out. I don't think we should do more than one at a time. You got this, Rowan.
I look back and I am pale.
I'm looking at it. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be able to make across that.
I'm going to go with a new strategy. I'm going to climb the plank as like a snake climb.
Okay, almost like a horizontal ladder.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like the circus. The rope ladder circus.
That is a
ones.
carnival game.
Carnival
actually,
game.
that's been set up
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you. Okay. Yeah.
It's actually not a bad idea.
You roll me your acrobatics check again.
I have an idea for this. We'll call it the circus.
Circus Berserkus. Yeah, roll me another reflex save. I'll let you add a +3 modifier.
Yes. 22.
Cool. Awesome. Yes, this is a much better strategy. And you shimmy across this bridge much more comfortably. As you reach about the halfway point, this strange feeling overtakes you, and you hear a voice. It's a soft voice and very melodic. I explain that because mine is neither of those things. But it says, "Your journey is treacherous, the path unknown. Trade me your weakness, and I will give you strength to face what comes." The voice seems to come out of the darkness itself in the pit beneath you.
Guys, the pit's talking to me. I'm going to die.
Marin.
I'm going to die.
Marity's lost it.
I've stopped moving at this point. I'm going to die. I'm
Rowan,
going
you
to
can
die.
do it.
I'm going to die.
We're right behind you.
I look back again and I am
something.
Just weeping.
everything is far. Everything is far now.
Yes, you've reached that point where it's like going
Can't
back
go
is
forward.
bad, going forward is
Yeah.
bad.
Going down
Are you
is bad.
Are you freezing in place?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm stunned.
I'm gonna wait a second, and if you're still there, I'm going to roll an intimidation check on you.
Roll an intimidation
Okay.
check on me 'cause I am.
What are you trying to do?
So he's this is bad. I walk up to the rope bridge and I grab the rope, and I'm like, "Hey, Rowan, if you don't keep going, I'm going to break the rope."
Please don't do that. Please
Move.
don't do that. Please
Oh.
don't do that.
Oh, Rowan, the rope is moving. Move it.
You hear that voice again from the pit, and it says, "It's clear that you fear much, but worry not. Give me that which you fear, and I will give you courage."
What do you mean?
Bro's having a full panic attack right now. The rope's being jostled around.
"Give me those objects which you feel are weak, the items you do not want, and I will give you better."
I grab my backpack and look through it. What
onto your back.
What are you talking about?
Rowan,
Which you do not desire, I will give you better.
City, Tic Tac.
Tic tac. Now we're gonna get canceled by
As
we're gonna get
what's gonna happen then is as I flip over and try to search through my bag, I imagine my shield is going to slip through the cracks and
Oh, okay. So
fall
you're dropping your
into the
shield?
pit. Yeah, not intentionally,
Right.
but yeah.
Sure. Yeah, as you kind of start fiddling with things, it falls down.
Oh no, guys, my shield.
Yeah, Moor's gonna fall if you don't keep moving.
Your offering is accepted. And then from the darkness, in the dim light that you get from your torch, a big chunk of metal flings up out of the darkness and lands just a few feet from you on this bridge. As it lands, everything kind of jostles and moves. But as you look over, you see a shield that looks to be stronger than the one that you dropped.
Did you guys throw this at me?
Or what?
What are you talking
I
about?
lift the shield.
No! Why are you laying down?
I thought you wanted me to move.
That way? Yeah, I want you to lay down and just slip through the cracks.
Okay. Now more confused than scared. I'm gonna kind of okay. And I'm gonna start crawling again on my belly.
There must be more that weakens you.
Now a little bit less concerned. I'll drop my sword as well.
Okay. You drop your sword.
Bro drops himself.
And at this point, you're about 50 feet across. So what are you guys doing for light? I should have asked more specifically earlier.
I mean, we have
Are
our
you
torches.
lighting Augustus's head?
Probably.
Well, we were running with torches for a while, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have torches.
I mean, I wasn't. I mean, if we're
So
I'm in the
torches are
darkness.
only about 20 feet of bright light. And
I'm
then
in the
40
dark.
feet of...
Yeah, I didn't carry a torch
So
knowing
you're
that-
in absolute darkness, and I would say he's probably
absolute
out of sight.
darkness. Is
Well,
it? Is
yeah.
it? I mean, it's not even like super dim or anything.
Mm-mm. It's not dim light. It's like darkness.
Oh, what time is it?
It's so the light of Ember's embrace is enough to light the sky, but it's like traveling on a really dark night. You can't see what's in front of you, just the sky. So you could see the sky, and it's enough to kind of barely light anything, but it's not really enough to see by.
So it's enough to see like basically like 10 feet.
So we can see
Five.
like
Like
So you can
Are
hear
we,
me.
We can hear him. We aren't able to see like a silhouette or anything.
But what I will say is, as you drop your sword, another one flips up and kind of almost crazily like implants itself in the wood of the.
Stop throwing things at me, guys.
He's lost it.
Keep going, Rowan. We can't see you, but
Rowan,
we're right behind you.
At this point, we're sitting down.
I'm gonna
Should I go across?
No,
I'm gonna grab the sword, and it's not my sword, right?
Correct. This sword actually has a much more beautifully gilded hilt. You can see like jewels set in the base of the pommel.
yeah, it has like a love note on the blade to someone
Yeah.
else.
It's got a little tag on it, $12.99.
At this point, I'm gonna. Is there anything else you need?
Give me that which weakens you.
Dies.
I mean, I don't have a lot, but I can.
Can I give you this bridge?
Can I get a stronger bridge?
Yeah. You know what? I'm all in now. I'm gonna
Okay.
drop my armor.
Okay.
Just.
So you're undoing.
Oh yeah. 2 minutes. They just. They
Yeah,
see
he's
my
just-
catatonic mess. So.
Doffing his armor.
The bridge goes quiet. However, there is a lot of jostling as Rowan goes about the work of removing his armor, at which point you drop it. You have leather armor?
Yeah.
Okay. You drop your leather armor, and again, flinging up out of the darkness, it glints in the light of Ember's embrace, this shining breastplate, which drops on the bridge before you. And as it drops, you hear a crack. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to act, all of you on the side, but the ropes snap.
All of them. Okay. Can I out of reflex grab the rope?
Okay.
I mean, we've been at the
Maybe-
edge the whole time.
Yeah.
Maybe you grab one side and I grab the other.
I would grab as much as I can. Yeah.
I will have each of you roll me a fortitude save to do that, as you are using your strength to try and basically keep up an entire bridge as well as Rowan.
Can I do athletics?
I'll let you guys decide. Do you think... I guess you're not really saving here. I'll let you guys do athletics. That's fine.
A save would have been better for me.
Oof.
Cool. I got a 26.
Cool.
12.
Okay, so... do you want to describe what you do?
Yeah. I mean, I'll grab the rope and just kind of lean back. And I'm not wearing shoes, so I have a little bit of more grip with my bare feet. Just kind of in my opposable toes, gripping the ground as hard as I can.
Okay. So you grab your side and maybe wrapping the rope around your wrist or whatever.
I have my tail just like as an anchor.
You grab the trunk of a tree and you hold the rope. Unfortunately, Marin, you are not able to get a hold of this. You grab and reach for the rope, but you watch as it flings out of sight. I need you to roll me a reflex save. On the table would be good.
23.
Yo.
That's a nat 20.
Great. That ups it by 1. So actually, that's a critical success.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
So what happens is, as this breastplate lands in front of you, and you hear that snap, it immediately tumbles into the darkness. And you realize that this is it. So you got to do what you can, and you grab the rope, and it just so happens to be the rope that Daco is grabbing at the end. And as one side of the bridge just capsizes and all of the things that you were not holding fall into the darkness, you manage to maintain a hold on this rope.
Rowan.
And now Augustus will.
Oh! Crap.
Rope is completely already gone. And then Augustus, like, he's like face plants.
I'm here.
Trying to grab the rope. Oh.
It's like those scenes where someone
Dang
jumps
it.
in front of a bullet, but it's
Yeah.
like well after a shot.
Guys, help me, please.
If you aren't dead, I'm going to kill you.
You hear my sobs in the distance.
I can hear him peeing his pants.
You've got to move.
Yeah. Now, adrenaline's kicked in. I'm gonna start moving.
Okay.
Hey guys, don't just stand there. Grab me. I'm
Augustus.
You hear the voice again. No, you have more to give. Please, give to me that which weakens you, and I will make you strong.
Guys,
Augustus, who was
keeps talking to
who
me.
was just completely submerged in the snow because he tried to reach for the rope. Now, just climbs out. Okay, I'm helping.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll an athletics check to keep hold of the rope, and I'm gonna have you roll a acrobatics check. Are you going towards the far end?
Yeah.
You're trying to like monkey walk
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Sorry, not to be offensive.
How dare you?
Venarin walk,
cast-
thank you.
Venara walks.
Yeah.
Can I cast guidance on Rowan?
Ooh, what's the range?
Yeah, it might be
Ooh,
touch.
yeah, 30 feet.
Nope.
And what's so you would have to find a way to get.
You
within
can
30.
cast
Right.
guidance on me.
Yep, I'll do that then.
That would be good. How are you casting it? What does it look
So, I'll tap on your shoulder and then just say an incantation.
Okay. You speak a few strange words in Elven.
Yep.
What was that?
I don't know, but I feel good. Squeak. All right. Yeah. Roll me your checks.
Guys, I'm slipping. Help.
Don't.
I got.
What do I add? Is that
plus 1.
Is that? Oh, just a +1.
Yep.
I got a 15.
Cool. 15 was what you needed.
11 plus 19.
Good.
That didn't sound good at first.
Yes. You are both able to succeed. So you shimmy along, and you can feel. Both of you feel the tenseness of this rope as it is taut, being weighed down by Rowan's weight. Not like you're fat, just you weigh something. But I'm gonna have you each do that one more time.
I assume I still have guidance.
Yeah. Is it just once, or is it?
Yeah. I
Okay.
could do it again.
Is it a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it, please. She keeps just.
Yeah.
Can I? Well, never mind.
Did you?
At this point,
I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna try and aid him.
Okay. How are you gonna do that? What would you like to do? Oh, you're gonna cast. You're just gonna do aid.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
basically just like
Roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna have you aid him.
Oh wow, rage works way different in this game. Okay.
Oh.
It's a lucky.
So do I have the guidance? Okay.
and you have I rolled an acrobatics of 16.
You're helping him. You're helping Rowan.
So you give me a +1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a 10. 11. I take it back.
Now
11.
that I have a +1, I have 4.
Okay. You got an 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would this be a moment of using a hero point?
Oh, yes, you can.
Would
do
that make a difference?
Yes, that allows you to do a reroll if you'd like to do that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'll
yeah.
use that hero point. Let's go, baby. Good. 7. That's with his
Plus, oh, that's with a
his
plus
+1.
one. Okay.
Should I?
It gets you out of critical failure range, so that's nice.
Okay.
I'll use mine as well.
Okay.
That's
better.
better.
It's not better.
I can't do math anymore. 24.
Cool. Cool. That's much better.
Yeah.
All right. So you feel the rope kind of give for a second, and summoning the power within you, you just kind of pull it tighter, and it's enough to keep it taut. But you feel yourself falter.
Yeah.
It is not a critical failure. So you are still holding on, but you do not make any forward progress. So I need you to make the check again.
Okay.
Me too.
I'm going to let you pass because you critically succeeded. So I'll just say you passed. 3?
3 again.
Okay. Well, as you struggle across and you feel one arm kind of give out, you try to reach it back up, and something hits the rope. And it's enough that the vibration of it shakes you loose, and you fall into this ravine. Suddenly the rope feels much lighter and much easier to hold.
Rowan. Okay. I don't let go, but I don't tense anymore.
Okay. You fall, and you are going to take some damage.
Hey, he fell.
What?
What?
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Well, that's not as much as I thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
You hit the ground much sooner than you expected to. And as you roll over, you see laying around you your scattered belongings that have fallen. You see the boards that made up a lot of this bridge laying in the ravine next to you. And then as you kind of turn the other way, you see a face. A hideous, gnarled, ugly face. But you can tell that it is a woman's face. And she looks at you and says, "Ah, you have given me your weakness. Now come, and I will be made strong." And she is going to try and grab you and drag you. What would you like to do?
Squeal.
Yeah, one more time. Just.
Oh, he's still alive.
All right. While you do that, what are the rest of you doing?
Is there any way we can get down there?
I just point at the cliff.
You also have rope in your hand.
Yeah.
We could jump.
Dang, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
So the other half of the rope that she dropped, is that on the other side of the
It's pretty.
ravine?
Yeah,
so
we can't see.
Yeah, you would see that it's actually the way that it works is they're still connected. It's just kind of hanging now limply from
On the other
Okay.
side.
from his rope. So
Okay.
it's probably gone out about 10 feet, and you can see it's kind of hanging.
I see. Okay.
I say that we tie this rope so we don't lose it,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can. I mean, I have rope.
Let me change the music. This feels maybe a little more tense.
We can. Is there a tree nearby?
Yeah, there's trees.
We
not
can
far from
tie another rope to the tree and
Let me see if I do have rope in my
rappel
backpack. Yeah.
down.
Mhm. Let's try that.
Let's do that.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll any checks. You go about the work of tying off to this tree. And you said you're going to...
Does the bridge rope go to that as far? Does it reach the tree or no? I can't pull it that far, right?
No. So it would... If you pulled it much further than you have it now, it would not go.
Because it'd be taut.
Right.
Do we have like a knife or something that we can make this rope?
Well, I have another rope.
No, I mean
Okay.
keep the bridge rope from being completely inaccessible.
I have my.
Well, I don't know if it's if we're
wooden
able to get
plank
down, maybe we
table.
can get to the. Maybe the rope will be completely loose on the other side, and then we can just climb up that way.
I have my portable table.
Does that table have any
Hero
legs?
of the hour.
Yeah.
Can I see the table?
Yeah. It's just a table that's
There we
about
go.
like
It's just like a coffee table.
basically like a 4 foot by like 2 foot like table. Like
I'm gonna rip one of the legs off of the coffee table, and I'm going to I'm gonna tie the bridge rope to it, and just kind of like use it as a stake and just hammer it to the ground.
Okay.
my table.
Here, and then we're gonna tie the tree, and then we're gonna rappel off.
Okay.
with
Just
a
roll
different
me.
rope.
Just roll me an athletics check, to see how well this holds.
14.
Cool. Yeah. You. What are you using to slam it in the ground? Just a rock?
My fist.
Oh, your fist. Okay.
I'm attacking.
Just boom, boom, boom. It's hurt. It hurts against your bare skin, but yeah, you pound this into the earth, frozen earth, and you're able to tie off the rope around it, basically making it taut now from this end all the way over to the other side.
Okay. Yeah, and then with our adventuring rope, we're gonna go tie to the tree as an anchor, and then
Rappel down.
rappel down. Obviously, double checking that it's can carry our weight.
Yeah. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. The only thing I will have you roll for is acrobatics checks on the way down. So everyone that's going down, go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check.
So good.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
7.
Okay.
4.
12. I rolled pretty low.
Okay, well, Daco, you're probably the first one to start heading down. And as you head down, a moment or two later, Augustus follows shortly after, being followed by Mirren. And as you get about halfway down, you hear a scream as Mirren loses hold of the rope and falls past you. And then a moment later, Augustus loses hold of the rope and falls past you.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Because you guys made it part of the way down before you fell, you will only take a little bit of damage. You'll each take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground.
Literally dies.
And as you guys, at this point, your torches are snuffed. Any light that you were carrying of torch variety is now out. Daco, however, you are able to descend safely and make it to the bottom. Were you carrying a torch as well, or?
I mean, yeah. I think I said that we
Okay.
Yeah,
So then you reach the bottom, and your torch illuminates now the prone bodies of Marin and Augustus, and you can hear the screams of Rowan from in the darkness. But
you guys still alive?
I'm good.
From where you are,
This is not supposed to happen. It's just one. Just one.
and she is going to cast a spell on you. I need you to roll me, a wisdom save.
11.
11? Okay. That's not enough. You go unconscious.
Poof.
As she waves her hands, and you see light begin to dance in the air before you. Lose consciousness.
I heard as if a single voice screamed in the darkness, and then silence.
Before being silent. Yes, you do hear that, actually. The screaming that is suddenly cut off.
I think we should check this out. You hold this. I pick up Augustus, and I cast light on his head, and I put him over my shoulder, head sticking this way, and I run.
Okay, you're gonna be slowed because you have somebody on your shoulder, but yeah, you book it, and as you start running, eventually with your torch in your hand.
Oh, I gave her my torch.
Oh, okay, so you're running into the dark.
I'm running in the darkness with light on his head.
Gotcha. All right, so
I'm a
once
spotlight.
again, Augustus's head is lit up, and with the light from Augustus's head, you see at the very edge of this light a crippled, horrible, mangled-looking woman dragging Rowan's body in the darkness. She looks up at you and,
Get it back. Go away.
That's mine. Claimed it
I
first.
won it fair and square.
You won nothing.
He's a greedy little boy, and now he's being punished.
I was gonna punish him first.
No.
I put you down. Let's go.
Oh, okay.
Stay back or I'll hurt you.
I am not staying back. I continue.
Okay.
Moving
Go
forward.
ahead and roll me initiative. And you
And
can
I'm
roll me
assuming
initiative
Marin
as
is
well.
behind us, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Banished.
All right. I'm gonna call for numbers here in just a second. So, did anyone get over a 20? Okay, 15 to 20.
I got 16.
16.
Make sure to add your perception to your.
Yes, perception is the skill that you roll for
Yep,
initiative.
yep.
Augustus got a 16. What? Did anyone get a 10 to 15?
I got a 10.
10 from Rowan. All right, less than 10.
Let's
9.
go, everybody.
8.
All right.
Any Rowan fans? Anyone want to see Rowan live past session 1?
The DM is not a Rowan fan.
In
Obviously.
chat. If you're
Chat, is this real?
If you're there, type 1s
Chat,
for
if
if
you're
you
there.
want him to live, 2s if you want him to die.
Okay. The hideous-looking hag is going to go first. So, as she's going to use her first action, she's going to use to drag. Her movement speed will be half because she's pulling you. But she pulls and pulls, and then realizing she's not getting very far, moving only about 15 feet. Oh, let's actually get a map. Let's get a map up for this. Just a second. Yay. I prepared maps. I should probably use them. No. All right, let's pull this up. Is it working?
Looks like
All right, moving over to the map screen. Oh no, that's the wrong map. Is it not update? I don't know if the map's updating properly. Can you check the camera on there and make sure it's pulling up? Because it doesn't look like it has the right map. It's the wrong map, though.
It shows
Oh,
the different.
I see what you mean.
I think it froze.
I see a 1 in chat. Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you, Sydney. Very cool.
If I move, do you see it moving?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So let's get everyone where they are. We've got the ugly hag here, lovely, wonderfully represented by the number 1. We have Rowan unconscious laying in front of
Been
her.
spammed too.
Thank you very much,
Augustus
Fulton. Thank
and Augustus is under the arm of Daco.
I put him
Yeah, I'm
down
on
right
the
before
ground
we
now.
started.
Okay, so you're on the ground, and then Marin is shortly behind. So is this look right to
Yeah, that
everyone?
looks right.
Cool. All right, so first up, the hag has moved 15 feet.
Dragging me?
Yes. And now she is going to, realizing this is a largely futile effort, is going to use a cantrip. She's going to use telekinetic projectile. I'm going to roll an attack roll against you.
No.
Does a, let's see, 17 hit?
It is not.
Okay, so you see as a rock flies up from the ground and moves towards you at the movement of her hand, and she flings it towards you, but you are able to dodge out of the way. With her final action, she will try and do it again, taking the attack penalty, meaning it's -5. So
Do you take
That's a nat one.
an attack penalty even on cantrips?
spell attacks still take the multiple attack penalty.
To know.
So that is a natural 1. So this time, as
Cool.
she tries to grab a rock, it just doesn't move, and she. And that will end her turn. So next up is Augustus. What would you like to do?
So Augustus, not usually the fighting type. He honestly, what he would do is he would like take out one of his like failed flasks, like his acid flask, and he would try to like be like, maybe this will help Rowan. and so he's gonna like throw it at Rowan, but he's like making an attack roll on her.
Cool.
So
I like it. Roll your thrown attack. I believe that's just your strength, and then if you're proficient in thrown weapons.
Yeah, it says attack +5.
Cool. Oh yeah, if you got a +5, then that's even easier.
Mm-hmm. So, if it's +5, then that's a 17.
A 17, you say? A 17 will miss.
Okay.
So you throw the vial, and as it splashes along the ground, does it do anything if it doesn't hit with these acid flasks?
It's filled with a corrosive acid, dealing 1 acid damage. The listed persistent acid damage and the listed acid damage splash, many types. So it deals 1d6 if it hits, but I think it just does 1 acid damage if it splashes on them.
Oh, okay. So if it splashes, it still does the damage. All right. Unfortunately, it's too far away for it to hit her. But I did mark on the map. You could see a little spot where it splashed harmlessly to the side. Okay, that was your first action. You still have 2 more. What would you like to do? She kind of cackles at you as you miss. She's like,
Ha! First time throwing.
That's not nice.
Yeah, I know. Naughty, naughty boys.
He's just going to... He's just going to throw another one. Cause
Okay.
it feels like
you
it
will
now.
take a -5.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, baby. That is a 17.
A 17 still misses.
Really?
Yes, unfortunately. This one again flies off to the side as she continues kind of dragging at the body of Rowan.
Give up. Just leave him to die. I'll let you all go.
Hey,
No.
that's our guy.
She's gonna keep dragging it.
And I'll use my last action to move forward.
Okay, what's
How
your movement
about
speed?
No.
My movement speed is 25 feet.
You just running up on her.
Yeah.
Cool. That gets you to about there.
All right, sweet.
All right. At the end of that, it is now the end of your turn. So, Rowan, I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Is an attack 2 actions or 1 action?
So he made it 2 attacks and then used 1 to move.
Okay, so yes, 1 action.
20.
Okay. This time, you feel consciousness return to you, and you feel the pain of the stones that grinding against your back as you are dragged. The bony fingers of this hag just grip you like a hawk around your shoulders.
Oh, my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So she, okay.
She's kind of dragging you under your arms.
Which, and then I'm gonna like, can I kind of groggily just throw my hand up for like a,
Like a slap?
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Sure.
Get off me. Does a, what is that? Unarmed.
Yeah, unarmed
do I
strike
add strength
probably.
to that?
Yes, that would be
Okay.
your strength, and then if you're proficient with unarmed attacks.
I don't think I am.
Okay.
19.
19 hits. So, yeah, go ahead and roll damage. I believe that's a D4.
There it is. 4.
Ooh, nice.
Do I add my strength?
Add strength.
Yes, I do. think you're-
5.
Nice. Okay. So, as you come to, you are like, ugh, and you slap your hand out and just take this hag across the face. And you kind of dig your nails into her as you scratch across. It's enough. The pain is enough to kind of get her to, in shock, release you.
Let me.
And you now have 1 more action to use if you'd like.
Can I kind of roll out of the way and
Yeah,
to the
you
side
may.
then?
I'll have you do that as like a guarded step action.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's enough for you to roll, and I'll even say you can use that to get to your feet. So you scratch at this hag, and then work your way up to your feet, and that ends your turn. Which direction do you want to roll?
Towards everybody else.
Okay. So you move 1 step. You are now laterally equal with Augustus. Now it is Marin's turn. She kind of hisses at you.
You puny little cretin. Sorry.
How far away am I from my allies?
You are only about 10, 15 feet from Daco, but you're about 30 feet from either Augustus or Rowan.
Okay. So. Okay, I will run up so that I am closer to Augustus and Rowan.
Okay.
And
You have 30 feet of movement, is that right?
I have 25 feet.
25.
Yeah, I think
Okay, that will
25
get
is
you about here.
standard.
Okay.
And I will cast Bless
Cool. On.
It's me and allies in the area.
Oh, okay, so
And
it's a
a 5
radius.
feet, 5 feet emanation.
Oh,
Oh,
so you,
you
are
won't be
not
able
to-
within
Dang
5
it.
feet.
You have to be really
Yeah.
close.
So you could cast it on yourself.
Yeah.
Would you like to do that?
Did you move 30 feet? You can move 5 more feet if you, right, because she was only 30 feet away. Oh, sorry.
She was 30 feet away and she moved 25.
She moved 25.
That's just
Take it back.
25 feet of movement.
Yeah, I just said, yeah.
Plus his 2 actions.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't get
Okay,
you quite
never
closer.
mind. Let's not do that.
Okay.
I will do.
Divine Lance.
I was debating between Divine Lance and Guidance, since that's what
There
I've
you go.
got.
It's a classic of the cleric.
Uh huh. Yeah, I'll do Divine Lance.
Okay.
Throw in the divine lance.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your. It's an attack roll, right?
Uh huh.
Cool. Yeah, roll your magical attack roll.
She chucks a
26.
glowing lance. from
Nice.
Pokemon.
Yes, that hits. That is.
It wasn't that short 20, so.
It is a natural 20. That is a critical hit. There you go. Go ahead and you'll roll the dice and then double the damage on the dice.
So I have 4.
For that, so you
No,
rolled a
for
2.
1, I rolled a 1 and I have a +3.
So 4, and then 5, I guess, after you
Mm-hmm.
double it. Okay. 5 is still 5 damage. All right. You do another 5 damage. Can you describe for me what this divine lance looks like?
I think last time I said it was like a green, like spear point.
Yeah.
Since I don't have my staff out this time, I'm gonna like point with my finger.
Cool. All right. Sorry, did you want to describe it?
I'm thinking. Okay, so she's got
We allow that.
yeah. Okay, so she's wearing her symbol of Ivana on her headband. So she's gonna touch the symbol and then point, and then the lance will come out.
Cool. So almost like in a line, like from your head outwards.
Yeah.
It kind of shoots like almost like a beam, and this divine lance strikes this hag in the shoulder as she.
Just let me eat him.
Oh. Okay.
And she stomps away.
This
Is that
makes
2
sense.
actions for divine lance or just 1?
That was 2 actions. Yep.
'Kay.
So I'm done.
So now taking up the rear is Daco.
Okay. I'm going to dash, and I'm gonna try to get up to her.
'Kay. You also have 25,
I'm 25.
so that will get you there. You want to use two actions to move.
Yeah, is it one more action or is it this second time?
So you use an action to move your speed, and then you use another
it-
action
yeah,
to move your
okay,
speed again.
yeah.
Okay.
Get up to her,
There you go.
and I'm going to swing
Okay.
my Kanabo
Swing it
club.
like a baseball bat. Wind up.
Well, I'm running, so I run up, and I'm like agile, kind of like Naruto running, and with my weight, I'm kind of swinging up.
And an upward strike.
Mhm.
Cool. Take her on the chin. Knock her head off.
Oh man, that is a 16.
16 does not hit. So as you swing, she kind of brings up what looks like her arm, and it just slams against it. It is now her turn.
Yeah.
She has some wonderful little claws that she's going to use to slash at you.
Oh.
Does a 15 hit?
It is not.
Okay, then so she slashes out with her claws.
And I do the same thing with my club.
I hate when my tricks are used against me.
Instead, she's going to use her next action to guarded step, moving 5 feet, getting away from you, kind of the way that disengage works. And then she's going to use her last action to run to you can see she runs past a small campfire that you couldn't see from above, but now you can see is dimly lighting the area around her. She hurries over to what you can see is a squat table and looks like she's starting to fiddle with things at the table.
That
But
doesn't
ends her
look
turn.
good.
It is
go on.
now Augustus's turn.
So I first and foremost take my last elixir of life. And I say, you probably need this the most, Rowan. And I hand it to him.
Okay.
So I take one one action to do that.
Okay.
Another action to move 25 feet over towards her.
Okay. So let's see. That would be 5, 10, 20, 25.
All right, sweet. And then
To the
I'm
edge of this
going
campfire.
to throw my last flask at her.
Cool.
Acid flask. Let's try this
Do
dice.
it.
That's 5. Nope. Dang it.
What'd you get?
That is a 13.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say she is flat-footed because she's not paying attention now, which would give her a -2 to her AC, but 13 is still not enough.
Does it splash at her?
Let's find out. No.
Okay.
All right. Rowan, it is your turn.
I'm gonna scurry back to kind of my false site to look for my sword.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. So you run back to your initial fall location.
Darkness. 21.
Yes.
29.
As you scramble around in mostly covered mostly in the darkness, only the light of Marin's torch providing any illumination, you do
And
indeed
Augustus is at a
find
distance.
your sword amidst the objects scattered around this ravine. And you lift it up. So I will say that was 2 actions.
Okay, then I'll start moving towards this head.
Okay, you're running back. You raise your sword like Link. It spins in the air.
Is it a free action to drink the potion, or is that an
I
action?
think
as
it
well?
is an action to use a
Oh.
potion. Would you like to do that instead?
No, right now.
Okay.
I'll run
So that's 5, 10, that's 20, and then 25. There you go. Yours is 25 too, right? Cool. All right, you run up. That ends your turn. So last up in initiative is... Oh, no, sorry. We have Marin first, and then Daco. So Marin, it's you.
Okay. I'm going to run up beside Daco,
Okay.
and I will cast Bless.
Oh, so probably up next this way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Cool. Okay. Now you can get everybody.
Except Augustus, but yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty much useless now.
So what does Bless do? Can you read that out for me?
You and your allies get a +1 status bonus to attack rolls.
Nice. Very cool. All right.
How long? For how long?
Is it all attacks or just the next attack?
Say like duration or something?
Yeah, the duration is a minute, so.
Yeah,
Cool.
okay.
Is it concentration?
Somatic, verbal.
It will usually tell you if you need to spend an action to keep it up.
It's a, yeah, so.
Each turn you'll spend an action to keep it.
No, it
Sustain?
says I can use a single action with the concentrate trait to increase the radius by 5 feet.
Oh, okay. So if you used all 3 actions then.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Do 15 feet.
Cool. Oh no, wait. The concentrate status means you would apply an action next turn to increase the emanation if you wanted to.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. So it sounds like you have to be within the radius of her 5 feet for it to still work.
Okay.
So,
Oh, so it's just like
it's 5 feet directly around you.
It's an aura
Yeah.
that you have to be around.
Let's not make it green. Green is acid. What is the color of your magic actually?
green.
I did say green.
Never
Yeah.
mind then. No, green's good.
Yeah.
It's different green. There we go.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Oh yeah, so it's a 15-foot emanation.
Mm-hmm. It's 15 foot or it's 5 foot?
It's a 15-foot.
Oh, mine says 5.
Oh,
Fi-
this is that's old. This is remastered.
Gotcha.
So right, so 5 because
Okay.
maybe like a legacy version.
Well,
Legacy is 5 feet.
15-foot cube,
Right.
5 foot.
Right.
from
It's a 5-foot emanation from her.
Cool.
Mhm.
So it makes sense. All right. All right. That ends your turn. So then, Daco, it is you.
Okay. I leave the circle. Square. I'm going to double action move, and I'm going to destroy a swing at the table.
Oh, you're.
I'm swinging at her
too.
hands, kind of, but like just at the direction of what she's tinkering with.
Okay.
Try to destroy what she's doing.
Yeah. Roll me just an attack on that square then, on that area.
Dang it. I'm not rolling haunt today, but it is a 13.
Let me ask you this: are you targeting her or the table?
Table. We're definitely
Okay.
targeting the table.
Great. That is enough to hit the table. So you bring it down. As you get up close next to her, the dim light of the campfire is enough to see what she's kind of tinkering with, and you can see that she seems to have.
Augustus is also has his light still on because that's not concentrate. So, yeah,
So
it's definitely pretty.
you
bright.
see that she is kind of working on like a doll, and she seems to have grabbed a piece of Rowan's clothing and is stuffing it into this doll. But you bring your hands down on the table, and it just throws everything aside.
Yeah,
She
I'm
goes,
clubbing the crap out of it.
No! Why would you do that?
I missed.
All right. She is grumpy, so she's going to cast Ghost Sound on you.
Cast claw swipe.
So with this one, I need you to let's see. Oh no, wait, not Ghost Sound. Sorry, that was something else.
Shadow ball.
She is going to cast Shillelagh.
Cool.
So she's going to cast that on the thing in her hand.
The little doll,
Yep.
unfinished doll.
And as she does that, she's just going to try and swing it at you. She's got it by the leg, and she's just swinging it at you.
That's funny.
That is a 26 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. So, fine.
What is a crit success? What is that?
It's 10 above.
10 above? Yeah. Okay. That's not that.
Cool. Okay. 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Oh, plus 1, so 8. 8 bludgeoning
Okay.
damage. As she swings this doll and just smacks you across. You feel the kinetic magic as it pummels you in the side of the head. Having done that, she is now out of actions, so that will end her turn. Next up is Augustus.
Okay. I down on his luck, not having anything else. He's gonna remember he has just one thing that he can really use to hit. The
table.
Yes, the table. No. he's
Oh, I lost the leg.
he's
Give her the chair.
but it's the sunrod thing.
Okay.
that-
It casts light.
So yeah, it's a stick, basically a stick that emanates light, but I can use it to attack.
Okay.
So, and what I imagine is like basically like like those
Claw
like
rod.
science like little like quartz stirring sticks,
Mhm.
like almost like one of those.
But it glows.
Yeah, but it shines and
I like that.
glows. And I have a +5 to attack with it. So
Okay.
Hitting her with
Roll
the
your
blaze
attack.
rod.
Literally. You guys go down in the Minecraft ravine and get blaze rods.
oh, that's a 23.
23 hits. Roll some damage.
I think it's just a
Give her the
D4.
chair.
Light damage. So yeah, running up on her.
I think that's 2 damage.
2 damage. All right. Not quite enough, but she is now looking pretty haggard.
Ha ha ha.
Hagrid.
Okay. Yeah.
I just remembered
you
I can't do this anymore.
I gotta go.
You swing your
Your ship
sunrod
just
and
dropped.
smack her across the back of the head.
Oh! Owie!
Bonk.
Anything else?
Nope. I figured that taking it out and
Yes.
activating it would be
Cool. Yep. That's one action, and then hitting is an action. So, yep. Rowan. Tis you.
I'll move towards her.
Okay. Let's see. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 would put you right next to her. There you go.
Sweet.
She is now surrounded on pretty much every side.
There's no flanking bonus or anything like that.
Let me check, because actually I know you get... Yes, you get flat-footed. She is flat-footed because you are behind her, meaning she has a -2 to her armor class.
Ooh.
So, yeah. It will be easier to hit.
Yeah. I'm going to swing.
Swing and kill the
Punch
mic.
the mic.
Stupid mic.
So sorry.
Does a... I believe that is a 16 hit.
Yes,
Yes.
because you are flanking. That is exactly what you needed to hit.
Yes.
All right, roll some damage. You get up to her with your sword, getting out behind her now because she's facing both Augustus and Daco. You get your opportunity.
5.
5 was all you needed. How do you want to do this?
I want to kind of just slash with all my might. Not really
All
aiming
might?
at any particular.
All
So it's a very
might?
wild swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Let's-
swing almost
broad.
blindly as you cut
Are you
across.
swinging like desperately or like
No,
ravishly?
It's just a wide swing.
Yeah, it's a wild, chaotic swing. Had Augustus been a taller species, you probably would have hit him as well. But it's enough that you, as you swing across, you plant this blade in the hag's neck, and you hear her and it sticks about halfway into her neck. But it is enough that she stops making noise. And you see blood just begin to spray from this wound.
I'm gonna take the sword from her neck and just.
Yeah, being beneath it, you're like, oh.
I'm just gonna go and sit down and just.
So she's dead, huh? Did you mean to kill her?
Sorry, I just.
Did you drink the potion?
No, I still have it, and I reach up with my belt.
Oh, okay.
Did
I mean,
you want it still, or did you?
I figured you probably had a pretty nasty fall, and so I
Okay.
just wanted to make sure that you had.
Well, if you're.
I mean, I want to make sure that someone had it. And stuff
Okay,
like
yeah,
that, but-
yeah, for sure. And so I'll down the contents of
Thanks,
it.
bud.
What's the healing on it?
1d6.
Yo.
1d6 plus 1. Yeah.
Noise. Noiki. 2 + 1 or 1 + 1?
1 + 1.
Minimum healing. My favorite kind.
We're rolling hot tonight.
Hot means bad, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you now stand over the bloodied corpse of this hag. What would you guys like to do?
I guess it's gonna be like, ew. Ooh, ingredients.
Roll me a perception check if you want to check the body.
Materials.
I am just in a corner, just.
We also
gonna
was wanting to
chalk.
like check the table for
Yeah.
ingredients.
No,
That
just
was
roll me a
all
general perception
The
check.
table in half.
there. 19.
Okay. Searching around, you do manage to find that this hag, with a better look around, you can see it seems she has made some sort of camp here, and you can see that looking at her, she looks very weak.
Mm-hmm.
And so going over, you find that she's got some, looks like claws or maybe teeth tied in a cord around her neck, and on her finger is a ring planted with a bright red gem.
Oh, she was married.
Wait.
There's another one.
Aside from that, you can see that there are a few scattered leaves, though none that you can identify, that are in jars, as well as what looks like some pieces of perhaps once living organisms in jars as well.
How unfortunate.
What a shame.
Dump them into your bag. Okay. Yeah. Did you want to do anything with the necklace or the ring?
I will inspect it and you
Cool.
know.
The necklace looks like it. Like I said, it has either bones, maybe horns or teeth from some sort of animal.
Yeah.
They look like they might be useful in some sort of crafting.
Yeah. Would I know like what magical like basically what's it called like the spell list, the different magics?
Oh, like what type of magic?
Yeah, what type of
it would
magic?
be like a primal.
Primal?
Magic.
Okay. Cool.
And then as you pull the ring off her finger to inspect it more closely, you actually notice as the image of this hag begins to shift and move, and you realize that she is wearing armor on her body, but you could not see it previously. Seems that whatever this ring did was hiding that.
I see.
Yeah. You pop the ring in your pocket. Cool. Anything else you guys would like to do?
Marin's gonna look over the body, and then she's going to offer a quiet prayer under her breath, just like, thank you for protecting us, but we are sorry for causing harm to a living thing.
I will join her, just kind of just bowing my head.
After Augustus is done looting the body, he looks up.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a religion check. I rolled a lot.
Yeah, that was funky. That is a 10.
GameCube logo.
Yeah.
It literally hit the side and came back.
Yeah. With a 10, you don't really... Well, you don't hear or feel anything specific, but there is a general air of peace. You can assume that Avena sees this action as acceptable and maybe necessary. Yeah.
What is the armor? What kind of armor is
It
it?
looks like it's leather, like a padded armor.
Cool.
If you wanted to try and take it
Nope.
off of her. Okay.
Nope, I'm good.
Rowan, as you go to collect your things, I assume that you probably would snag a torch or one of the pieces of the campfire.
Sure.
You begin to collect your belongings. You find your sword, your backpack, your shield, but your armor does not seem to be there. And also, interestingly enough, all of the pieces of armor and shield and sword that you were given
The
earlier
cool new shiny toys.
do not seem to be there anymore.
Gone.
Of course. Okay. Well, then I'll meander back to the camp, and at least I didn't give her my cloak. Thanks for the save there, guys.
Or your clothes.
Yeah, or my clothes.
Well, I don't think we should camp here.
Cameras on Augustus with a giant glowing orb on his head. No camp. Do we see the rope or the rope bridge?
Yeah, the
Or
rope
can
that...
we see some of it?
Yeah,
dangling?
moving back towards the wall, you can see that rope that you rappelled down with is still there.
Okay. What about the other side where the bridge would continue to?
Yes, you can see that there is a rope hanging on from that side as well. Looks like the other half of
Does it look like something we can climb up for the half?
It looks very similar to the rope that you have on your side.
'Kay.
That you used to rappel down.
Before we carry on, I'm going to remember that the stake on the other side is my table leg, and I am going to use my crafting skills to go to the other table and like saw off a part of its leg and like kind of pocket it.
That's fine. The table's already mostly collapsed, so yeah, you saw off the remaining leg and put it with your table. You now have where your table is much more nice wood, and you've put a lot of care and effort into this. Is a much more haggard piece of wood, almost a stick that you've just pulled off this table. But yeah, it is something, and you are able to pocket that. I'm not gonna make you guys roll for it. We'll just say with enough time, you guys manage
we're
to
not
make
in a
your way
rush at this point.
up. You make your way up the side of this wall, each of you one by one, and you are now on the far side of the ravine. Yeah, what would you like to do? You are out of this ravine and on the far side.
I say we continue until we find a good place to camp. Is it an open area, or is there still a thicket of woods?
You're still well within the dense part of the forest here, but it kind of seems to get less dense as you get towards this ravine. But on either side, as you get further in either direction, it gets much denser again.
Okay. How much time has it gone? It's not night yet, is it? Or
Looking up at the sky, you can see that the light of Ember's Embrace has begun to dim. It's not quite dark yet.
it's starting to
Evening has set in
descend.
for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I say we get a little bit of distance away and then set up. All in favor?
As long as I'm not.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not leading, that's fine by me.
You did a good job.
Can I get perception rolls from everybody?
23.
Banished.
23.
17.
18.
Cool. Everyone but Daco. As you climb up out of the ravine, right yourselves, and begin looking for a place to set up camp, the temperature drops. It becomes even colder than you're already used to in this area. And you see as snow begins to fall from the sky and wind begins to pick up. For those of you more familiar with this type of weather, you know that a blizzard is very soon to set in.
We should have stayed in this stinking ravine.
And risk snow falling on us like an avalanche? No, thank you.
Yes. You have a few minutes to find some shelter or do something to prepare for this blizzard before it sets in.
Can I make a survival check to see if looks like there is something nearby?
Sure. Yeah, roll me a survival check.
Or anything that leads to something? Oh, baby. 21.
Nice. That makes up for some of these rolls.
Mm.
Okay. You begin searching around, desperately trying to find something in the short time that you have before this blizzard sets in. And what you see is almost miraculous, because you find a pair of tracks. And these tracks are small. Almost,
Do
if
they
you
lead
hadn't
to
been looking
Augustus?
for them, you would not have seen them. They do not lead to Augustus.
That's good.
They're smaller
Oh,
than Augustus's
oh my
tracks.
goodness.
They are smaller than Augustus's tracks and much more close together, but they seem to lead to your east.
Okay. I found a tracks that are much smaller than Augustus's feet that lead east.
Is there an echo in here?
Okay. Yeah. Hurry. Let's go this way. And we're gonna head.
I like what
that
he's
way.
saying. Let's do that.
I'm gonna move the light from his head, which I'm not really moving it. I'm canceling his out because it's not concentration. Anyway, I'm carrying a light on my finger now.
Okay.
And I have my sun rod because it lasts 6 hours.
Cool. Yeah, with the light from your finger, you begin to traverse, following along these tiny little footprints.
In mere ignorance, I don't see either of the light sources from where they're coming from. I kind of just am looking at the ground and following them.
Yeah, you follow the footprints left by your companions.
Yep.
As they follow the footprints left before them. And before long, you feel as these winds build, as they get more and more violent. And right as you feel the full blast of blizzard set in, you come to the mouth of a cave.
Is this a different cave?
This is a different cave.
Very good.
This is not the cave you guys found previously.
This is much further out, so.
Yeah.
Um,
It's such a bad sign. It's the original cave. No.
No, but it seems to be set in the side of a hill, and it's a gentle slope up of the hill, but there's a rocky outcropping portion where this cave enters in.
Okay. Into the cave.
Shuffles in.
All right, you all step in, and as you do so, the brunt of this blizzard hits, and you feel almost as it pushes you in, and you are feeling these winds blow outside. You can hear them loud and overwhelming now as they whoosh past you in all directions. But here, within this cave, there is some measure of peace and some measure of safety. And you hear sobbing.
Rowan, you okay?
I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken up. I'm just gonna
Okay, you can sit down.
get some rest from the storm and.
Hello?
Hello?
Are you okay?
Yes, yeah, I'm fine, Are you gonna kill me?
No, we're just seeking shelter.
Oh. This is a good place. Sorry.
And you see from the very edge of your light a figure step out of the darkness. This figure stands about a foot tall, and his head looks like that of a boar, with a little pair of tusks kind of branching out from the sides of his snout. He has brown fur that covers his face, and is only the only weird thing about this boar's head, besides being set on a humanoid body, is a little blue tuft of hair that sets atop his head. He has a little tail that flicks behind him, and other than that, he has kind of a humanoid form. But he walks up and says,
Hi.
Hey.
Looks pretty bad out there.
Yeah.
You guys follow my tracks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I should do a better job of not leaving those.
Probably.
I don't know what to do now that Ray's gone. Sorry, I'm not sure what to do here. I'm Patty.
Patty?
Okay.
Patty. That's
Cool.
my name.
I'm Augustus. I'm gonna go over here and do my experiments now, okay?
Okay. Sure.
And then he'll start setting up his table with his shoddy leg now.
It's not my cave. You do whatever you want.
I'm Marin.
Hi.
I'm Daco.
You guys seem
name-
nice.
My name's Rowan. Who's this Ray fellow that you?
Oh, Ree?
Yeah. Sorry.
Ree's my friend. He actually is the one that I came to this cave looking for. He got stolen.
Oh, stolen by what? Or who?
Monster. Big, ugly looking monster.
Oh.
What does
Yeah.
it look like? Do you know?
Big, ugly,
How big?
bigger than you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Could it possibly be a bridge monster?
I guess it could be. Yeah. I didn't think about that.
I'm just wondering if
I
it
do
was
have-
like by a bridge or
What's
something.
a
like
bridge?
that. I didn't think I'd be stumped by that question.
It's a construct that connects two areas that are separated between
Oh,
space.
interesting.
They're terrifying.
Sounds useful.
No.
Oh.
A bridge.
Oh.
He fell down one of those. Anyway,
Oh.
do I know what kind of creature Patty is?
yes, you would all be familiar with sprites. These are...
It is a sprite.
Yes, this is a sprite. You've seen a couple of them in Teth. Eros works, listener Eros works with a couple of them.
For those of you watching, we are not talking about the drink. We are not sponsored by Sprite. Thank you.
No, unfortunately. Maybe next time. No, a sprite is
Sprite
like a little
representatives?
pixie-like creature.
Hit us up.
But this one, yeah. Noticeably different between Patty and the sprites you've seen before is he doesn't have wings or fly.
Do a lot of them have
The other ones you've encountered do.
boar faces?
Oh, no. No, the other two that you've met have humanoid appearances.
Interesting.
They look human or elven in their appearance.
Yeah, well, I was able to track Ree to the cave before whatever took him is further in. There's a little crack in the back, and then there's another like bigger cavern.
Oh.
I'm too scared to go in there.
Wow. I'm very sorry for you. Can you imbue this water?
Oh,
I just quickly do it. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
How are you looking, Rowan?
Despondent.
I mean, I got a bruise. We didn't
Oh.
have a fun time.
Yeah, I can look over your wounds now that we're out of this snow.
Oh, what happened to you guys?
We fought a
Long
bridge
story.
monster.
Oh, the one that you guys were just talking about.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
probably much smaller than what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Oh,
Yeah. It's,
Still nasty though.
Yeah, I believe that. Ugh, there's a lot of dangerous things out here. That's why I usually travel with Ree. He's, a
I
lot
would
braver.
too.
He's a lot better at these things than I am.
Is Ree also a sprite?
Duh.
Is Ree also?
No, Ree's a lot bigger and braver than me.
Okay.
Where's Ree from?
Good question. I actually don't know. He just was there when I was popped.
How? What does Ree look like? Besides, what does his face look like?
Oh, a lot like mine. But he's bigger and
Really?
He
also has-
Well, not fat. I mean, I wouldn't say he's fat. He's
He-
just buff and strong. A little porky. Bigger.
Does he walk on 2 legs or 4 legs?
No, Re-Rock's on 4 legs.
Okay.
Why?
Just curious. Just
Oh,
curious.
okay.
Does he speak to you?
No, I mean, we chat. Yeah.
With words?
I like to think that our relationship is beyond words.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
We understand each other. Yeah.
But he said he was bigger than you? He said he was bigger than you?
Yeah,
Bigger than him?
No, Ree's not bigger than
Oh.
him. The
The
monster's
monster.
bigger than him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, if you guys just want to wait this storm out, that's fine. Never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go in my corner of the cave and probably cry a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Marin, what are you looking at? Like, do you have healing capabilities?
Mhm.
How much of those capabilities are you capable of abilitying?
I have a healer's kit. I can also use magic.
Oh yeah, so you can do treat
Yep.
wounds. If you have the time, it would probably be best to do treat wounds.
Yeah, let's
Um,
do that.
So it takes about 10 minutes to do that. So if you're going to do that on any member of the party, there will be a little bit of time that the rest of you could do something else.
I'm just doing experiments right now with the
Okay.
new
Oh,
material. I got.
treat wounds instead of heal spell.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll do that first.
Okay. Yeah, why don't you treat wounds? Who are you doing it on?
Rowan's pretty beat up, right?
Yes. So yeah, you go ahead and roll your treat wounds. And are you trained?
Before you do, I'm gonna no magic, please. I've had enough.
This one's just a.
He,
I don't
she
know.
pulls out
Yeah.
a bandage kit, and you're like, no magic.
no.
Can I
Okay.
just look at your injuries?
Yeah, and
'Kay.
I'll lift my
Not with magic eyes.
I'll lift my shirt, and I imagine I'm pretty bruised and beat
Scraped
on
up.
my back. Yeah.
Oh yeah, your back is covered
Okay.
in bruises and scratches from the stones.
And it's a medicine check.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you trained or expert?
I am trained in
So
medicine.
yeah, you'd be rolling against a 15 DC.
Okay. 9.
9. That means you do not take any healing then.
Yeah, no.
That's okay. I'll just rest it off. I am a little worried about the little guy in there, in his.
Oh, sorry. I know I'm being
big
loud.
friend.
And I would love to help him, but I want to make sure that we're
Capable.
well enough to face a
Um,
monster.
Can I walk towards the
I-
crack
I don't really want
in the back?
Yeah.
Fight
Try to just-
him either.
Yeah, roll me a perception check
Inspect
to
it.
see kind of where, if you can navigate towards that.
25.
Cool. Yeah, you very nimbly approach this crack in the back of this cavern wall.
Crack made out of crack.
You can see that it's very tall, but it's kind of narrow, and any creatures as large as Patty is describing would kind of have to work their way through.
Shimmy.
You can fit through fairly easily, but something bigger than you would have some difficulty getting through this.
I don't see any light or anything coming from the
No,
inside.
so
Okay.
kind of putting your light up to, you don't see anything in the darkness. it seems to just kind of
Okay.
extend further.
Just the Minecraft echo cave noises.
Yes. You said you're preparing things.
I'm just experimenting. Basically, I'm just trying to see if I can make these other
Okay.
mutagens.
Okay.
That I have recipes
Rowan,
for.
you're just resting. Okay. So as you all kind of set about your tasks, preparing yourself for what comes next, we'll go ahead and end session here.
Okay.
Cool.